recording.
Okay. So where did they leave off? It was Rumble.
Please
Where did it
do
end
the
up?
recap from the beginning.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, so we started with the introductions.
We introduced from the world. We jumped off of the previous session right into the first session of 1920s era. We ended up at the Carrie's Lounge, which is where most of our characters are based out of, and kind of the introduction for all of us. A mysterious woman had come to all of us except for the character. Oh no, not his character. Onyx, Raven's character. Except for Onyx, and basically say, "Hey, wear this cherry. The mob will notice you if you do." Each having kind of their own individual reasons for why they would want to wear it. And then
one PC specifically decided to not wear the cherry.
it
Mike,
was not detective, right? Or no, Mike did.
yeah, Mike decided to not wear it.
And then we had
Sorry, do I have one? Because I wasn't at that bar.
You were at the bar. I did your thing separately. You were at the speakeasy, but we didn't have. But you were busy, so we didn't roleplay your scene. But the mysterious woman did come up. What do you mean turn it down? It's not up. No, you're fine. The mysterious woman went to Fizz. She gave you your thing. She basically said, "Hey, this will get you more." Like talking about like if you wear this,
you know what, I
story
do
that'll
remember
get
this.
you a bunch of listens. That will get you more listens than like idle gossip. So wear this and you'll get,
Yeah, coolio. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget.
Continue, Ant.
okay, where did I leave off? It was oh yeah, everyone got a cherry brooch in some shape or form on a piece of fabric, whatever. Everyone had kind of their own individual reasons for taking them or not taking them. In Mike's case, I can't remember the names of Carrie was the representative from the family, right? And then her one friend.
Cherry was the one who came in, talked to Onyx and was like, "Hey, like not saying anything that would like specifically link her to like mob activity to anybody who wasn't like actively listening for that sort of information, but she was just sort of like, hey, like my family's looking for people to work for them, like a bunch of people just like left, so we're looking for like new workers, and Onyx remembered that within the Unseelie court there were talks about not a bunch of people leaving, but a mass execution.
But
yeah, she was sort of the representative, yeah.
So we met with the representative. I think it was her friend was with her as well, or something like that.
When you guys went to the junkyard, you actually don't know who it was. It was, I believe, a pink, a green, and a blue fae.
Oh no, I wasn't.
But they were.
I wasn't referring to that.
In the lounge, she said that she was supposed to have a friend with her, but her friend couldn't come. But she decided to go anyway.
Okay. But yeah, we went to the junkyard as requested by the letters. Oh no, I forgot to mention the letters. We each received a letter during the day, the transition between the night and the day, and they were each delivered to our homes mysteriously. It was like as if no one like even knew how they got there in the first place. And all of them, I believe, were written the same way, where essentially this means nothing except something to you or some. Do you have the wording, the exact wording?
Fizz, I believe that falls on you.
Exact wording for the letter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This letter means nothing to anyone but you. Meet me at the... Oh my gosh, I can't read my own handwriting.
I believe it was meet us at the junkyard.
Us at the... Yeah, well, exact words that I got from the thing apparently was wrong, or you changed it a couple times. Was meet me at the dump at 3 a.m. tomorrow.
I think I did say junkyard, but I might have said me instead of us. But yeah, it was that.
That's what I got.
Yeah, so that is what the letter said.
Alright. And then outside of Mike, talking with I believe his fiance over something, the rest of the party had gone to the junkyard as requested by the letters. And, we met with three Fair representatives who essentially offered us a job with the Unseelies. And what were the positions? It was
There were
runner.
there are three positions. There's grunt or guard if you get like specifically assigned to like guarding someone important. Mainly grunt though. So there's grunt, runner, and then handler.
And grunt was like the muscle. Runners were like quite literally what the word was. But like they weren't like were like smugglers and thieves.
Smugglers.
Smugglers, thieves. They. I think I also mentioned them doing recon. Anything where you need to be light on your feet and able to like get in and out.
Yeah. And then handlers were the ones that kind of irked Zap's character the most, which was the essentially the slave handler, or like
Yeah.
the trafficker and stuff like that.
Yes. Handlers are the ones who not only like handle like they both bring in, train, and sell slaves, which are most often like human children. It's messed up. These are not good people.
Yeah. All right, and I think that's where we ended off on actually.
Onyx attacked the two grunts that were with the representatives.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Onyx just did that.
Onyx got kind of how else could we explain what happened in how he was attacked?
Onyx is not too bright. He essentially went, okay, do you want me to be the grunt, you want me to be the muscle? So he's just like, I'm the only one. And so he attacked the muscle that was already there. And he got a magical headache for his troubles. And was told essentially Onyx had a time. He was essentially told he was told, be more like the guy behind you and stop talking. And he was told,
Oxley was kind of silent in the background, just listening.
Yeah. And then he was also told, like, you do what we tell, like, essentially, I think it was, like, essentially, like, you do what we tell you. Stop, essentially. And I think Ox also had a bit of a moment with the Fae.
He had a slip of the tongue because of me messing up my wording.
Yeah.
When he told Onyx to calm down, he said you have to play the long game. And that was me picking the wrong wording to begin with, but I kind of rolled with it and just, like, backtracked on my words. And Ox essentially explained the basis of what happened to someone in his past because he worked with the Unseelie and it happened.
Yeah.
The easiest way.
And that, I believe, is where we left off. You were told by the pink one that you will get your jobs tomorrow and to meet them at the at Cherry's Lounge. So, unless there's something that your characters would want to do during the day, I think we're going to skip to the next night at Cherry's Lounge at the Speakeasy.
All right.
I'm going to take that as there's nothing that y'all want to do.
Not
I'm good
urgently.
Yeah.
I feel it would be a like another simple transition from what we did at the bar, and see where it goes from here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's just gonna be implied that Onyx is just sort of being sad and doing his job. He won't talk. He will not be talking much because his player is not here, but his character has to be there because of what his character does. So
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Raven
character's a
also
most
did say that he was going to be playing this character more like quiet and stuff, so it makes sense.
yeah,
a more passive character to begin with.
yeah. Uh, so you guys are at Cherry's Lounge. Mike is also there, but like everybody is there because of what your characters do and are. But you know, the players who aren't here, we're just gonna be silent on that front. Uh, but you guys are there. It's getting closer and closer to the end of the night. And nobody who has any sort of nobody that you sort of like see sticks out comes in. Nobody who like nobody waves you over essentially until like literally like 30 minutes before you guys would normally start packing up, closing down. Uh, Cherry Hill walks in. Her wings still a very soft but bright, almost translucent pink. You know, looking the same gorgeous as she did last night. But after last night, she looks the same. But she did when she smiles, it just looks a tad bit more malicious, more mischievous. And you notice that Fae ears are very, very close to elf ears. You know, long, pointed. Elf ears sit, uh, sit like pressed up against their head like human ears. But Fae ears sort of point forward. Like they sort of come down more. They don't sort of like lay back and up. They sort of hang down and point forward. And you notice that that's quite close to predator ears. But we don't have time to unpack all that. So she comes in, she sits at her place at the bar that she sat at normally. Uh, you know, not directly next to Pidge, but next to Pidge. And she sort of scans the bit of remaining crowd. Her and when she catches your eye, she just sort of lingers for a few seconds. And she says something to Onyx. You see that they both nod. Uh, and you guys start closing up. Everybody else leaves. She stays.
And she spoke with Pidge just a moment ago, correct?
She said something to Onyx. They both nodded. You can assume that that was sort of a like, you own this bar. We can stay here while we talk, right?
Sure.
Trying to watch your video.
What? So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna say, because especially if it was a night just running the bar, I'm gonna say Ox and his band are just getting out of coming from the backstage, coming out to the front. Ox is gonna kind of wave off the band a bit, hey, I need to talk with something specific, like private business. Essentially, is the long and short of what he's gonna say, to paraphrase. And
So you're essentially like waving them off, like telling them that they can like keep leaving while you stay back.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna stick around. Oxygen's like, y'all head out. I gotta stick around. Private business.
You see Doctor looks at you and then looks back at Cherry. He goes, "You were wearing a cherry pin last night."
Yes, Seth. What of it?
There's something you're not telling us?
Listen, you know why I would wear this. I don't need to say it.
Just be careful, alright?
Wait, what do you say?
Just be careful, alright? I don't want what happened to Chauncey to happen again.
I'll be here. Don't y'all worry.
He nods, and you see while he was talking, Winnie and Percy were just sort of like continuing to look at you, just like you could tell that they're all worried, but Doctor sort of said what they were all thinking. And they
Fair
keep
enough.
packing up and heading out. I don't know what they would pack up though. Their instruments are in their bodies.
Even like they still have some equipment they need for like stands and stuff. So like
Yeah.
they can drop their stuff up, except for like Percy, who does have a full grand piano in his chest.
Yeah. It just unfolds and unfolds and unfolds.
Best part.
Wait, Folds
Best
is
part.
in this, man. The plot unfolds.
And it's a full size,
Wait.
so like it like takes him fully off his seat.
Little trash can on a track.
Yeah, just. Alright, anyway, continue. I'm not gonna bring us too far off track.
Ox is just gonna go to one of the bar stools near Cherry Hill, and he's a big Warforged. So I want you to imagine the image of a oversized Warforged trying to fit on one stool, but he's very much too big and probably ending up on two by mistake.
Oh. Alright, so Pidge, you're already at the bar. Is there anything that you want to do while everybody else is coming over?
No, I'm just gonna, sit opposite, Ox next to Cherry.
Alright, and Raymond, is there like anything specific that you do, or do you just come over and take a seat?
He just comes up. Oh my gosh, I have so much gunk in my throat. So sorry. He just comes over.
Alright.
Perhaps.
And you see Calliste also just sort of comes over, takes a seat. She actually takes a seat closest to Cherry.
Clarify, Calliste was one of the workers at the bar, correct? That came with us to the junkyard.
Calliste is a dancer. She's one of the flappers.
Okay. I understood some affiliation with the bar, I just couldn't remember from last session.
Yeah. She also...
She was the one that was close to Mike. Like, I think they're engaged, if I recall correctly.
You guys wouldn't know that they're engaged, but yes, out of character, that is Mike's,
I'm a very good detective.
You can talk to Gabe about whether... Because you wouldn't have looked... Is that something you would have looked into, though?
Do they have rings?
No.
Oh, okay, then I wouldn't pick it up.
And they don't really associate while at work outside of, like, dancer and musician.
So it's not even like Pidge as a married man can pick up on the mannerisms of another married couple.
Pidge is a divorced man.
Pidge is a divorced man. I will say, Ox, you do know that you don't know who actually, you might be able to put the dots together that Mike is engaged to Callist. Uh, because last session, the mysterious woman had mentioned, not married, but engaged. Oh, those are fireworks. We're good. Last session, the mysterious woman had like mentioned in front of you to Mike, like, "Oh, I know your fiance is wearing a pin tonight. Why aren't you?" And you saw her look over at the dancers, and then one of the dancers came with you to the junkyard. So you could probably connect the dots, but nobody else would have that context.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody's there. Cherry sort of looks through all of you. She says, "All right, now that everybody, hold on, that's the wrong voice. All right, now that everybody else is gone, I can. First of all, congratulations. Uh, we're still looking for people, outside of here, but you guys all seem very, very promising. I'm really looking forward to seeing, your potential. You two. She points to Ox and to she points to Ox and Onyx. You guys have very similar names. Uh, she goes, "You two are very large. I'm sure you can do a ton of heavy lifting and fulfill everything that we need you to." Uh, she looks at Callist. "You are incredibly agile. I see you all the time. Like, every time you dance, like, I get to see that firsthand. Even if I didn't see a ton of it, props. Honestly, just a great performance." And you see Callist just sort of shakes her head respectfully. She looks at Raymond. Actually, Fizz, you never described what Raymond looks like. Please describe what Raymond looks like, because I've just been sort of picturing him as like a tall, skinny guy in like a pinstripe suit.
Honestly, it's not like he's like very classic, like actor from the 20s, where like super dark hair, like decent looking guy. Like most women fawn over him, but like his personality makes him suck. Uh,
Poof.
type situation. Oh
I
yeah,
forgot what your
he's
character was.
yeah no he's not a great guy.
Oh yeah. Also, what's your
Uh,
movement speed? It's 35, right? Because you're a
movement
satyr.
speed is 35 because he's a satyr, but so like most of the time he's wearing pants to cover it, but like he still has like a funky walk.
And she goes, "And you, I can tell that you're fast. And Pidge, I'm sad to hear that you turned down the original job that we wanted you for, but I'm sure that you'll be able to prove yourself in your new position."
I just kind of give a small nod.
All right,
Yo.
Gabe, it's already 9.
Yo.
Cool. You
Yeah, I
already.
said. Did you not see what I said in the thing earlier?
I did
Oh,
not
it was
realize
more
that
of
it was
a.
already 9.
Oh, okay. It's more of just being surprised at what time it finally is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We
To be
Gotcha.
fair,
started.
we did wait till 8:30 to see if Raven was gonna show up.
And then we did the recap, and then we actually got started.
Yeah, so we're really only just now starting. You already know the drill for your character. You're not here.
I'm abandoned.
Yeah. Currently,
My character is abandoned. Well,
I, I will say currently everybody else, you and the rest of the band just left. Everybody else is in the speakeasy. They're talking to the Fey woman from last session.
say my character is doing the same thing they were doing last time.
Great.
Y'all don't know it, but I told Raven how he's fucking off. Not Raven, Ro. I told Ro.
So you
Also,
want to
sorry
get
if you hear
more.
traffic.
I definitely feel
Oh,
like
are you on the road or
you are
something?
secretly listening in with like you just have like a spinny thing above your head and you're like just dialed in listening.
I don't think we have the tech for that.
I think we established if you're close enough to my character, you have to be communication line.
I think
Yeah,
we
we can
said like
communicate.
something
I can
around
hear.
like I think it was like something around like 200 feet.
I think so.
Yeah. If you're within
I
200
remember
feet, you can communicate telepathically.
because I remember it was far enough that he was able to send me a message via the junkyard.
Yeah.
Well,
So
while
you
we were
don't
at
have
the
to be.
junkyard.
So it's definitely not like line of sight. It's like pretty far, just not like across the city far.
Yeah. The plan for like the radio tower system would be warforges sprinkled throughout the city, which is why there's like a decent amount of them.
Yeah. But alas, it failed before it took off.
Yeah.
Sentients will do that.
Don't make your fucking slaves robots sentient, because then they will just not want to do what the fuck you want them to do.
Make them sapient, don't make them sentient. Oh, did you
Yeah.
win? Did you win? High five. But yeah, so that's the scene, that's what's happening. Gabe, make sure you check your DMs. That way I know what's going on with your character, because stuff is happening in the background. Even if he is not here, I'm not gonna just leave his character doing nothing.
One sec, just trying not to get hit by a car.
Alright, that's
Usually
still
a good idea.
fireworks, we're good. Alright, so for the rest of you, Cherry goes, she like claps her hands together, she goes, whew, alright, well, now that that's out of the way, and she goes into her bag, and she digs out, small crystals, and she hands each of you one, and she goes, just press it to your skin wherever you want. You know, magic will take care of the rest. If you don't want it to be, if you don't want to try and come up with a reason why you have a crystal in your skin, I would suggest putting it somewhere where it can either be passed off as being cosmetic or somewhere where you can cover it easily.
As disgruntled as his mouth can look, I don't mean to be rude, but what are these for?
You will find out when you do as I told you. Also, I know you have like things that you can open, you can put it on the inside. That's completely fine.
Okay. Ox is just gonna kind of like shift his coat to the side a little bit because he got his coat over the panel in the front of him. So just shift it over. Open up like a bit of the panel like that. Like not he doesn't. The way I imagine it opening, it's like You ever seen an old school washboard that would go into the or not washboard but dryer like what's
Yeah.
the word? Ironing board. That's the word. Old school ironing board that would go in like a
Yeah.
imagine that coming down, but like not fully open. He like slightly opens it and just kind of like clinks it into the door of the.
Do you just drop it? Do you just drop it in, or do you like press it into the inside of the door?
Presses it into the door of it, so it's not actually. It's like on the panel in front of like the thinner part of his body, like that outer panel, rather than on like the internals of him.
Okay, so you
If
do
that
that.
makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. So you do that, and it sort of, you're metal, right?
Yes.
I don't know why I asked. It's not important. It just sort of sinks in. You're metal, but it sinks in like your clay, until it's sort of until it's embedded into your panel. Not enough to like show on the other side, but until it's embedded in, and it just sort of sits there. He got it. Everybody else, go. And you see Onyx presses his in. I will let Raven decide where when I talk to him again.
Hello?
Raymond's gonna like pull down
I
his
don't.
he's definitely got suit and tie on. He's gonna unloose his loosen. There's the word. Loosen his tie, unbutton a thing, and like put it on like left side, like on his like collarbone.
Okay. Good choice. Good choice.
I'm gonna put mine on. How big is it? Per se, like, can I
It's
get
like it's
like a
like this.
dimension
You know,
on
like
it?
it's the size of like the first part of your pinky, like up to like the first knuckle.
That music good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that ain't bad.
So I'm going to kind of put it at the swole of my back, I guess. I'm
The
just gonna like
small
kind
of
of
your
like tuck
back.
it there.
Yeah.
The swole, like right. I'm gonna have a gem tramp stamp, I guess.
Okay.
Lovely picture right there. Gem tramp
Yep.
stamp.
Well, I was thinking about putting it like between where my wings come together, but I don't think I could reach that.
I mean, you
If
could
you
probably ask someone to put it on you.
yeah, if
Like
you're
in
like
between your
Hey,
shoulder. You
bud,
can't reach your shoulder blades. Or where's his wings at?
I'm a
Like,
I'm a bird person, and my wings will probably get in the way of me.
Well, you
Yeah, I
have
put
like
it
those
between my
million
shoulder
wings.
blades, and if I can't reach it, then if Pidge can't reach it, then he asks for help. Hey, can you
Cherry's just
just like
like
put that right
uh
there?
yeah, Cherry she helps you. She's like, "All right, here, give me." And she like takes it from you and just like presses it like right in between your shoulder blades.
Cool. It was that, or I eat it, honestly. I don't
Would
know
that
if I
have
should be eating it.
worked? Like out of character, would that have worked?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's
like, they said that it like embeds itself into you, and so like I don't want to risk that. It'd be like a kidney
yeah.
stone.
like here's the thing. Maybe it works. Maybe I would honestly I would probably roll a dice of like maybe it works. Maybe it just embeds itself into the roof of your mouth.
Oh,
Oh
ow.
no! Oh yeah, no. I think I made the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So that happens. Everybody give me a perception check, please.
Perception.
I do. That's not one. Oh my god. We are starting off so bad. Let me deafen myself.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
Huh?
This honestly isn't important enough to warrant him deafening himself, but should I roll for Ox? What's Ox's passive perception? I have his passive perception somewhere. I closed that, so I have to find it on my phone.
I got an 11.
An 11. Okay.
Official note is a nat 1. Feeling great. Oh gosh.
That's not paying you, bro.
Where is this man's passive perception?
Perception's a +5 in the big. Oh.
Alright, so his passive perception is an 11, I believe. So, you guys hear a sort of scuffling outside, and you guys hear like a sort of scuffling outside, and then and then Cherry starts to notice it too, and she goes, "Okay, before we continue talking, why am I using a British voice?" She goes, "Okay, before we continue talking, Ox, actually, you know what? It's gonna be great for you. Can you go handle the person outside?" And as as she says that, you actually hear like a banging on the door as you hear like a drunken like, "Hey, I beer." Like you hear like someone like drunkenly banging on the door asking for beer.
Get him.
Oh wait, didn't.
Oh, right, Ox is not here. Hold on. Ant wants to go let his dog out.
Wait.
You want to just wait for him to get back.
Let's go. We won another round.
Honestly, I'm gonna.
Who are you saying look? Who was said to look like my little man that I love, my golden rat man?
Wait, what?
Who was said to look like the golden rat man?
Who was said to look like the Golden Rat Man?
Yep. Who is Raymond?
Raymond. Fizz.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that.
Raymond Rapp. That's not
Sorry.
exactly what he looks like, but I mean, it's pretty
Good.
dang close.
Yeah, they're a shock jock DJ.
Yuki.
So I started typing "This Is How You Remind Me" by Nickelback or my time muted. A good use of my time.
Also, just so you have something to do, Gabe, would you like to do the voice of the drunk man outside when Ox gets back?
Sure.
Great.
There's a drunk man outside.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
Jerry
I'm
was
not
just
supposed to
like,
know.
no, actually, yeah. I'm gonna say, like, even with the nat one, like, you didn't. I was about to say you don't have to deafen yourself, and you already deafened yourself. So,
Oh yeah, no. It's just how it works. I do have a 20 passive perception.
but that was a
Nah.
nat one on the roll.
It wasn't that one, yeah.
Yeah, it could be like everyone else heard the rustling. You heard the banging.
You heard the banging, and then Cherry also said, "Hey, before I continue talking, can someone go take care of that outside?"
Also, now that I'm home, I have access to the dice I bought yesterday.
Yay! Oh, Elijah. Oh, actually, never mind. After this, cool. You're back. So you guys heard sort of shuffling outside the door, and then you heard like banging and like someone drunkenly asking for beer outside. And then Cherry basically said, "Hey, Ox, can you go take care of that before we continue this conversation?"
Alright, open the door. Open it.
Oh, and I told Gabe that he can be the drunk guy so that he has something to do.
Hey, Gabe have an amazing
That was
voice.
fine by me. Okay. Ox is gonna kind of like just go out the door. It's like, bud,
voice that he does?
off, or the lights might be on in there, but they're dim for a reason.
Is people. Is people. If someone can give me a beer. No, give me a beer.
Hey. Yeah, I can tell you're not the most sober, bud, but hey, stay here for a second.
Not. Yeah, the.
When Ox says stay here for a sec, he kind of like puts a hand on the drunk guy's shoulder, walks back in the door, goes behind the bar, past Onyx, takes like one of the beers off, like sometimes it's the same kind of setup like you see at a bar where they have all the liquor behind them and stuff.
Yeah.
He just pulls one of like smaller, like random bottles, like the cheapest looking thing he can pull off the wall. Goes back out, gives the drunk guy, it's like, I give you this. You go find some other place to hang out.
To thank you. Nah. I'm gonna say the drunk guy starts rustling for his wallet.
Oh, also, Ox,
No,
while that's
no,
happening,
no.
can you give me a is it perception or investigation?
What are you trying to have me do?
Hold on. Give me a perception roll. If it's wrong, if it's wrong, it's fine. Actually, how much of a difference is your what's your wisdom modifier? What's your intelligence?
What can you tell you about modifiers for both of them all?
Yeah,
No.
just so I know
I
what the difference is in case I like change my mind. I can just do it in my head.
plus 30 perception, plus 2 to investigation.
Okay,
So
so it's basically the same thing. Same threshold. Yeah, give me a perception roll.
that is a 14.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say
I'm I'm gonna you're a nice guy. You got me the beer. So even if it's on the house, I'm giving you a tip. And he just starts poking you with a 20.
Ox takes, like, I appreciate the thought, but don't worry about it. He gives him 20 back.
And as he's like fumbling around in his wallet, you actually see his ID. And at this point, I'm just gonna let Gabe take that part because Gabe he passed the perception check. Go ahead, tell him what he sees.
And you hear in your head, take the 20. You deserve it. Or, no, sorry. Take the 20. You deserve it.
Also, I want to mention that this is the 1920s.
I guess
$20.
take the 5. You deserve it. Like, equivalent to today's 20.
Yeah, whatever that is.
So, like,
It's probably
a 5 or a
It's,
10.
it's a,
Wait, also, we're paid really well. It's a 20.
yeah. You guys get a lot of money.
yeah. I imagine Ox is gonna kind of have like a sigh of like,
$305.
So much. You know, even with you earning a lot of money, that's a 5. It's $5. This is
Yeah.
the
That's
1920s.
$74.
Still
Something like
so
that.
much money.
well then,
Maybe don't mention that you saw me.
This one's good.
And in his wallet, you
But-
actually see. You said something about the ID, Gabe. Is
You see the ID of a familiar Warforged.
hey, Bud, before you go,
Yeah.
can you see that ID real quick?
He flashes it to you.
Is it the kind of is it the familiar Warhorse? I think it is.
Yep. And then he just holds up a finger saying, just shh.
So you don't third party on my team.
Where'd you get this?
So you
You
don't
hear
third
the
party
voice
on
in your
my team.
head.
Maybe that's right.
You know.
Third party you, but you're third party on my team.
Can I
also, are you saying this out loud or is this like?
No. I'm
No,
using
I'm talking to Ox.
the only
Right.
thing he said out loud since the first thing was where'd you get this?
Okay.
Oh, he asked, can I see the ID? And he asked, where did you get this? Because he recognized the person on the ID.
Okay.
Wait, is y'all's connection telepathic, or is it a
Yeah,
walkie-talkie thing where you still have to talk into it?
It's telepathic. They are the walkie-talkie.
Okay.
For lack of a better term, they bounce radio signals back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that's really a lack of a better term. That's about it.
That's
Okay,
what
right.
happens.
You're right. But yeah. So, is the drunk guy gonna respond to me saying that, or is he just gonna kind of like still stay like drunk in silence?
Is the drunk guy being quiet to the, where'd you get it?
Yes.
Did you, I told you, like, you hear in your head with Mike's voice, you know.
Also, to clarify, just so I know where I'm going with the statement I'm about to say, is it Chauncey's ID or your ID?
It is
It's
Mike's
Mike's
ID.
ID.
Mike Bauer.
Okay, I was thinking it was some dude who just randomly had my dead friend's ID for some reason.
Oh, no. It has your new coworker's ID.
Okay. Mike, I'm gonna say because I can bounce the signal. Like he's unreasonable, doesn't send stuff to me. I'm gonna send it back. This is going via the signal. Who is this dude? Or not who is this dude, but who is this? Who is this? Who is this chump? That's what I wanted to pick the word. God damn it.
You hear this chump, and when those words come through, the drunk guy straightens up, looks oddly taller than he is. This chump is me, and you didn't see anything.
Ox is gonna kind of put his head in his hand. Like,
Have you gotten rid of him yet? Just pick him up and get him out.
fine. Ox is gonna kind of like, try to hide the fact that you stood up to like your full height and pick you up by like, you know how like someone picks up someone by like the neck of the coat and then the tail of the coat to like pick someone up.
I will say like I'm gonna assume that like the door here kind of like swings shut automatically, like just from like the way the hinges are. That way the door doesn't stay open because that would be bad.
I
so
imagine
the door is
it's a
closed
really
behind
heavy
you, so
door.
you don't have to really hide it.
Okay, but I'm still gonna do that just for the fuck of it, just to mess with Mike.
Yeah.
Because Ox is abnormally strong, so he'll pick him up by the neck, the tail, or like where like the tail end of his like jacket. Just yeet. And it's like you it's just audio is what we can tap into each other, right?
Yeah.
Is it able to transfer audio I've only sent out, or is he able to hear through me if I need to?
I'm gonna say it's telepathic communication.
Okay, so it's just what I said now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like relay to him regardless. So no, like, even Ox's voice is kind of bellowy to begin with. Like he bellows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking like even his lowest volume is going to be pretty fucking loud. He's going to telepathically speak to Mike like, I know why you're here. I know why you're here. Just find a place to hide out. I don't want
Alrighty.
You didn't let me finish, Mike.
Sorry.
No, I know, it's fine, but I thought that would be funny. Mike, I trust you. Don't put your nose in this. I know why you're here. If something important happens, you'll hear from me.
Alright.
And keep the liquor. Onyx isn't going to give a shit. He's mentally destroyed after last night.
Alright, so from from here out, unless Mike is going to go out of the range of the signal, just let me know if there's anything in particular. Will you just be relaying anything that happens, or is there, or only?
I feel
Yeah.
Ox wouldn't be as to he relay everything. I feel he would pick and choose what he sends out, so Mike can kind of like, especially knowing how like Mike reports. I would assume he knows how Mike reports on stuff, like, or even just like write stuff down and be like, "Hey, here's the bullet points of everything."
Yeah, so just let me know if there is something in particular. Just like essentially, just like let me and Gabe know what you're sending out to Mike. You can either say it out loud or you can DM, whichever.
Gotcha.
Can Warforged get drunk?
Can Warforges drink?
Good question.
That is up to the discrepancy of the DM, because technically Warforged in 5e cannot eat, drink, or sleep.
I'm gonna say that you still don't do any of those things. You're robots. You do have a beer now, though, Gabe.
I was gonna say we could make this Futurama rules, and like they can still process alcohol, they just turn it into fuel, basically.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys get your power. I'm just gonna say like you're solar powered or something. That came early.
Also, one thing.
Diesel.
Seeing how every member of the band has a compartment, it seems like this is a thing that the Warforges has. I just put the
Yeah.
beer in my compartment.
Yeah, you just sort of like pop your chest open, set it down.
I have like a actual fabric suit on, so I have to unbutton that a bit to be able to get it through.
I want to send the image of what I'm thinking of as Mike.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're taking him. I don't know if you take him like fully out the station or if you just take him up the stairs and out the first door.
I'd say far enough away that he can still get a signal out, but also far enough away that Barry won't be wise to what I just did.
Okay. So you come back in, and you see Cherry sort of sitting there looking not necessarily annoyed, but just sort of like, nah. She goes, "You're gonna have to unlearn that. Sometimes there's no, like, I do appreciate, the fact that you try to negotiate at first, but in most cases with these jobs, it's definitely gonna be a just get the job done as quick as you can sort of situation. Alright?"
Mm.
Alright, go ahead, have a seat again, and I will explain what those little crystals do.
Oxen's gonna do just that.
Alright, let
Keep
me
mixing up
pull
the
back
names.
up
They
this.
don't get me close.
Let me pull back up this Google Doc so I can actually see what the fuck I wrote.
Hoping this isn't a fucking... What is it? I can't remember. Not Battleground. What's the thing Hunger Games is a ripoff of?
Hunger Games? I don't think is a ripoff of anything.
Bunch of teenagers go into a game where they have to kill each other. It's a ripoff of a Japanese thing. Or it is claimed to not be.
I think it's more of
Kinji
inspired
Fuzusaki's
of that
movie
thing.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale, that's it.
Yeah.
That's like the one that inspired that genre.
Yeah. Okay. So, Cherry goes, "Okay, so I'm sure you guys all know, you guys don't know exactly who I am or like my position, but I'm sure you guys all know like who I work for at this point, who my family is. I'm sure that's obvious by now. So I don't have to really, I can't lie, but I don't have to really dance around the truth around it anymore. But anyway, so those little crystals, and as she sort of like brings your attention to them, they sort of grow like a little bit warm wherever you place them. Those little crystals, they're enchanted, and don't worry, they're not enchanted to like kill you immediately. We wouldn't waste that much magic on you guys, no offense. But they are little enchantments that we use for our vetting process. Vetting lasts a week. If you prove yourself during that week, they just like the enchantment disappears, the crystal fades. You'll just have like a small scar wherever you put it. And if you don't prove yourself, your memory gets wiped.
Like what? I'm gonna say outright. I don't know if I want to say outright or not, or say this character. Um, if it's a pure wipe or just a wipe of what we know of what we just did.
Okay, so you're asking that in character?
I'm not sure which would be more appropriate. So I was gonna ask. I don't know if I want to ask that to the DM or you want me to roll for it or anything like that.
Um,
Um,
I would say if you want to try and figure out yourself, you can roll. If you want to get a straight answer, you can just ask.
Hmm. I feel Ox doesn't really trust this woman enough to like for her to give a straight answer. Even though he knows he probably would get one, he still doesn't trust her enough. So I'm just gonna roll for it instead. So would you like me to roll for that?
Give me insight. Let's call it DC 15.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 10.
Okay, so you don't quite know. Says your memory will be wiped. And if you try and, go to authorities, papers, if you try and expose us in any way, you'll die.
Oh,
that's fun.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, don't. I mean, you didn't think it was just like a sort. I really hope that you guys didn't just think that you were just sort of gonna sort of slide on in. But yeah, so as long as you don't try and expose us or anything, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Uh, disappear within a week once you're fully vetted, once you're fully initiated. And then after the initiation, if we find out that you leak any, if you we find out about you leaking anything, we will still kill you, but we'll do it in a different way. Um, but essentially, just keep your mouth shut and you'll be fine. Um, so your first mission is gonna be something that you guys can all work together on. Usually, usually jobs don't really cross over a lot between grunts, runners. But this one, we're gonna need a couple of boats, so we figured, just get the vetting out of the way for the both of you guys, for all of you guys on the same job. It is going to be, well, it's just gestures towards Onyx, where I'm giving you some time to cool down. I heard what happened at the junkyard last night, and, I think you'll benefit from just chilling. But the rest of you, your job will be a truck hijacking. Um, that'll be your sort of like chance to just sort of show us what you can do. We will get you the route, we'll get you everything you need. Uh, it'll be delivered to you guys within a couple of days. Don't worry, it's not gonna like the truck you're gonna be hijacking isn't gonna be anything like extremely volatile. It's really just gonna be it's really just like designer clothes. So you don't have to worry. So like obviously don't damage anything, but it's not gonna literally blow up unless you like hit the gas tank. So, something low level to start you guys off, just so that we know that you're not completely incompetent. But we will be giving you, like street names just so you can just like scope the place out. It's a generally it's generally busy during the day, but it gets really, really quiet during the night, which is why a lot of like delivery routes run through there, just because not a lot of traffic when like during the times that they have the trucks sent out. So, just something to, just show you what you're going to be doing if you stay low level. Uh, So that's gonna be your first job. And she like takes out pen and paper, writes down a street, hands it to just whoever's closest. So Callis, she says that's where you guys are going to be going. Uh, Again, either tomorrow or the day after, you'll get all the information that you need about the truck itself. Uh, but I would suggest scoping out the area early just in case. All right?
Right.
Okay. Now that this is me speaking out of character, but so it's on the record. From this point forward, Paige is writing every single thing down in a notebook at night in his diary
Okay.
and telling his weasel Todd everything that happens as well, even though he can't physically talk to Todd. Well, Todd can't. He can't understand Todd. If Todd talks back.
Is Todd the is Todd the familiar?
Todd is the animal companion. Yes.
Todd is the companion, not the familiar. Okay.
Yes, I'm a
Also,
ranger.
Yeah.
an entirely off-topic thing, but Ant, I would say that the good bid sprite should probably be, I would say, use like green and white, like green is the extra color, because he becomes the god of law, which is green and white. So that works for like the white is genuinely what color his suit is, where the green isn't.
Cool. Thank you.
Just kind of makes it
But yeah.
exactly his color scheme. But it does look good.
But yeah, and she goes, all right, now that you guys have your mission, you have your crystals, your everything you need will be delivered to you just like your letters were. And she gets up.
You just put it in my mailbox this time instead of breaking into my apartment.
People can go through mailboxes. And she starts walking out again.
People can break into my apartment, as we learned last time.
Gabe, like, are you
Yeah.
anywhere near the route where she would like walk out?
I am not that close.
Like, are you near any exits? Like, cause what it does, it's speakeasy, stairway, subway station. So even if you're still in the subway station, are you near any exits?
I would be like near the subway station exit, like laying down on a bench. Back when they didn't make benches, so you wouldn't able to be laid down on it.
Hostile architecture. Alana, what? So I will say, like, she sees you, like, but you see her just sort of like she sees everybody here. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's taking note of everybody here. I really hope the recording is not picking up on my brother upstairs.
I can vaguely hear. It kind of only picks up whenever you talk.
If
Which means the mic is probably picking it up.
Yeah, that means the
Yeah.
recording's definitely picking it up.
Yeah.
Whatever. When we listen back to this, we're just gonna have to deal with my brother faintly singing in the background. So that happens. You guys are left in the speakeasy.
All right.
Yeah. Seeing, I'm just gonna say this out loud now. Seeing her walk out, I wait a little bit and then I go down. And I don't go to the door. Well, I don't knock on the door and I don't go inside yet. I radio to Ox, like, good time to come inside.
All clear. You can come on in.
Alright. You see just some guy walk in the bar. None of you have ever seen this man before.
Are you still those guys? It's a random drunkard.
I am a different random drunkard.
I feel would Ox kind of like get the idea like this is just you fucking around, well not fucking around, but in a different disguise.
Yeah.
I think after last time you can connect the dots.
Listen, Hill is gone. You can drop the act.
All right. And I want to point out the fact that well, so he says all right,
Mike.
and it drops, and I want to point out the fact I'm not doing the voice on purpose.
Oh, I did sort of hear, I thought you were kind of doing the voice, like halfway doing the voice. Never mind.
All right. So. Did you expect me?
What was
It's
that?
on my
You're
bed.
thinking.
Did you expect me? Is what I said.
I mean, Ox is gonna kind of be like, but I've worked with you for how many years now? It's pretty easy to see.
I will say, did you dropped your disguise?
Yeah.
I will say, Callista's there. She goes, Mike, what are you doing?
I told you I'd be close behind.
Who is this man?
Pidge, you
Fuck
would
you,
recognize
me.
him.
You know, yeah, I know.
I think that was the
Okay.
joke.
Yeah, something I thought of is like, I feel like Mike works with you because of the fact that you're known for doing like petty stuff,
Yeah.
but you're also really good.
The best. Don't look into my track record. I haven't figured one out. I imagine I'm good. I have a
Yeah.
22 passive investigation. And animals. Can't wait to.
Are you great with animals? I guess.
Sure. Let's go with that. Okay. So, why are you here? I ask. Mike.
Well, I didn't want to get as close as you are. Could they? Let me actually just DM the DM real quick.
I'm sorry, what are you asking me?
I'm DMing.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the first time. Heyo. See, the joke is.
DMing the DM. Alright, while he's doing that, is anybody else doing or saying anything?
Well, I asked my question, and then he said I'm going to DM the DM. So, I assume it has to do with my question. Unless it doesn't, in which case, I don't know. But that could be said about a lot.
Yeah. Gabe.
Well, I'm out here because he gestures towards the gem on Ox's hand.
It's in
Those are a bit.
Ox, it's on the inside of his panel. But I will say, Callist is wearing it also sort of like on her. I think Raymond has it, you said, on his collarbone.
Yeah, and
Callist
he's not
has
put a
it.
suit back.
Callista has it basically like on her cleavage. She's just like, I can pass it off. And she like if somebody like looks at it or like mentions it, she just goes, I can pass it off as being cosmetic.
Why are you looking there?
Yeah, pervert.
He's like, listen, I'm a flapper.
Flapper
People,
kicks him in the face.
listen, I'm a flapper. This is kind of part of my job. Anyway, but I can
I
pass it
didn't
off
want
as
to be
cosmetic.
where
It's fine.
I didn't want to be where you are because of. He specifically points at the one that Callista has.
It
Those.
Listen, we already knew that it only really lasts for a week. As long as they don't say anything for the week, it's fine.
Yeah. That's fair, but well,
Wait, they did specifically say if you speak, so I'm imagining that they can hear. So I am not going to be telling Todd about this. Or is it? I can't. I don't know if it picks up on all audio we talk about, or if it's. Can I Arcana that?
Yeah, I can do an Arcana check.
so hungry my ability to do speeches is
Um,
diminishing.
16 plus 3, 19.
It isn't. You don't feel sort of anything coming off of it that would indicate that it's constantly recording. Like when you guys speak, it's not sort of like pulsating with like the audio. But you do get this. You get more of a sense of like this isn't recording our every word, but it sort of it more senses like it's more reading
Keywords.
you than it is what you're saying.
Okay,
It's
so
more
if
of a
I.
tracker than a radio kind of
Yeah.
thing.
It's sort of like it's monitoring what's going on inside of you. So like if it essentially it's like if you know when you're ratting them out. And if you know you're saying something you shouldn't, it knows you're saying something you shouldn't.
Alright.
Okay.
I know about those. And
Essentially,
yeah.
I just have to be careful what I say around you for the next week.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait, would Onyx know how you two are as a dynamic wise at all?
No, you just found out that Ox was engaged.
Damn.
Not
Here's
Ox,
Ox.
Mike.
I know what you meant. I wanted to tease him, but if Ox wouldn't know, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, when who most people are assuming is Kane said that, he did point out who my fiance is.
She well, she didn't point out exactly who. She like sort of like nodded towards the group of flappers, and then a flapper went to the junkyard. So it's just sort of it's obvious to assume who it is, but he's only just now figuring out that you two are like engaged, so he wouldn't really know like the dynamic between the two of you. Also, I will say, for the rest of you guys haven't really like you guys don't even know that they really know each other outside of the speakeasy.
Mike is just gonna like put his hand on the side of Celeste's face.
Callist, but she sort of leans
Callist.
into it. She's like, you know, you have very big hands, and she just sort of like puts her hand on the outside of your hand.
To me, yours is just very small. Now, it may just last for a week, but that's not a risk I wanted to take. I have places I need to go, and I have information I need to give. If I don't give it, I'm going to be pulled out. So,
Fair enough.
Either
So,
way, that would get me in trouble.
so I completely understand if you guys don't want to share uh why, but if you would like to, anybody want to share why they put on the cherry? I know most of you guys didn't have it on before that woman in black came up to you guys.
I put it on to get on the inside.
Yeah, but why did you want to get on the inside?
Why else? Take them down.
Kind of what I'm hiring him to do.
I'm sorry. You hired him?
You hired me?
I guess I didn't really tell you that, did I?
Yeah, I would love to know who's hiring me.
I'm sorry. If he doesn't know, I was okay.
I mean, I'm getting paid a lot. I'm able to do this. Might
I
as
mean,
well.
I mean,
It
you
would make
could.
sense.
I mean, you could, but it's more of a thing of just like you could have. It was more of a thing of like you not telling me, and it's just like you
Yeah,
could have just told. You know?
I thought of that earlier today, and I've just been too busy to fucking do anything, so I couldn't really say that.
All right.
We can retcon it if but if you
No,
want, that can be like a thing.
I mean that can fully be a thing in character.
Yeah.
I was just like, I know you have the money for it, and I know it doesn't matter that much financially, but you could have told me.
Yeah. I'm gonna. What if I just eat this egg?
Just
I'm just gonna say, even though I think it was out of character that Zap was like, "You hired me." I feel it's infinitely hilarious that like Hidge is like was paid to do a job, and he just had no fucking idea that he was hired to do a job.
yeah, this is a job
That,
he fully forgot about.
That's where that money keeps on showing up in my account from. I knew my wife's alimony wasn't that much.
Did you say you were getting alimony?
Yeah, no, she definitely made more money than me. She's paying me.
Basically, like, okay, well, that answers my question. No clue why the woman came up to you in that case, and you weren't just wearing a cherry from the jump, but I'm using a
I
lot of
didn't.
modern slang right now. I really need to work on my transatlantic accent, but that can wait till next session.
Oh my gosh, they're so hard.
No,
So hard.
I didn't
here's the
know.
thing. I've
I'm
done it before.
struggling.
I've done it before, and I was just, okay, because it's basically just halfway to British, and I've been
I know,
able to
but
do
I
it.
can't.
I was
I
able to
can't.
do it for a solid minute, and
I
then it broke, and I could never get it back.
like I can do some of the things, but all like the little twingy things, I'm like, I might just make him southern because it makes sense. Because we're
Yeah.
in like this south right now, right? So I could add a little country twang. It wouldn't be
No,
that bad.
we're actually pretty far north.
What? I thought it was taking place in where Davina current
Nope.
time was.
No, it's taking place in Wishan, which if you look on the map, it's basically New York.
Oh, gosh darn.
It's like all the way to the east, pretty far up north, but not like super far up north. It's far enough up north to still be cold in the winter. But yeah, you can still be from the south.
But it don't make sense.
I mean, people still move like from the south to the north during the 20s.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, like you
they're
had
actually
like
moving
the
a
Harlem
lot, but
Renaissance and stuff.
Yeah.
most people from the south moved to California and western. So for like northeastern then
Most
it wouldn't
people.
really make sense.
But is Raymond rap most people?
Well, I'm really trying hard not to slip into a southern accent now because my lady, she's like, nah, I'm bored. But he's not most people, but he definitely wasn't a farmer.
Fair enough.
I think
But,
maybe
like,
his parents
the-
were, and that's why they didn't pay attention to him. But
Yeah, the
We can
Harlem
work on the
Renaissance was during
backstory
this
later.
period where there was a great migration of
yeah,
like African Americans from the South to the North. So you can say you're a part of that movement.
that's true. When they were trying to escape slavery.
Well, they've
Maybe
already escaped, but like they're escaping the Jim Crow laws.
Oh, yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, racism. Okay,
Racism.
Yeah,
segregation. I got my times
So-
mixed up.
yeah.
I had a whole unit on just the crow laws last year.
I had a whole unit on just the crow laws every year of middle school.
That's intense.
Every year. We learned essentially the same history every year. Every year of middle
I
school.
mean, like, history hasn't really changed, but we never tread new ground in history classes. They always end right at the end of like segregation, and they're like, America was great after the Cold War. Don't look into
That's
it.
hilarious.
Don't look into it. But yeah.
Don't
So,
ask questions.
okay, back on track.
Yeah, sorry.
So she goes,
I never had a history class that went past like Lewis and Clark.
yeah, that's
What?
That's insane.
Yeah,
You
that's
never
one of
made
the
it to the
reasons I
Civil
was
War?
homeschooled. That's one of the reasons I was homeschooled. After like
So
5th grade,
so you never made it to like Civil War or anything?
I made it to Civil War after I started being homeschooled. I was like,
What?
after 3 different years of just having the Revolutionary War taught to me.
Oh my gosh.
5th grade didn't, like, halfway through 5th grade, I went back to the fucking Revolutionary War.
horrible.
We went like Revolutionary War, going into Lewis and Clark, and then we went fucking back to the Revolutionary War.
Did you go to a public school or?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Uh,
went to a charter school, which it was the only middle school in the area. It was basically the public school. The only difference is it was privately owned, so there was more of an incentive for the shareholders to not use the funding for the school and just hoard the money. It
yeah.
was great.
I'm in a charter school that's trying its best to be a public school, but still keeping a smaller school, and it's
That's
failing
Yeah, I
miserably.
was
Failing
great
on
public
both
school, and so yeah.
My reading was terrible. Public school is not good for me.
all right.
Anyways, back
Alright,
on track.
Back on track. She goes, and she looks at Raymond. She goes, "What about you?"
Well, I was just in it for. Dang it, Southern. Arr. I
Do
was just doing
something.
it. Nah, I don't want to do Southern. I can do a great Southern accent, but I'm going to today. I'm going to do Southern accent, but next week I'm going to have perfect Mid-Atlantic accent, or at least close to it.
They have that football.
I've been doing this the entire time.
Like, what the heck?
It annoys the hell out of half the people here.
Actually, I love it.
I
I think it's so great.
Thank you.
it's grown on me.
What's that guy's name?
Yeah, it's like
The football head?
just 2 things off from me just doing my Lord Deathman voice.
No, Stewie, the baby.
Yeah. I am Lord Deathman, Batman's greatest nemesis.
But yeah, so
Can we
she
kill
looks
him?
at.
Either in game or character. I'm fine with both, honestly.
But yeah, so
What?
she does look at Raymond and asks that.
Oh well. I'm in it for the stories. Stories I get to tell on my radio show. Nothing too special, but my audience is getting bored,
Oh, like,
so therefore, we're getting
oh,
some stories.
so you're like dying first.
What? Dying first?
Was that in character?
You're going to be publicly posting your crimes on the fucking radio.
Oh yeah.
Well, he is still like completely like oblivious to the fact that he's about to like commit crimes. He's more in it as like oh yeah, I'm just gonna spy on people. This is gonna be great. Not like I'm actively going to commit crimes.
They just told you they will kill you if you try to spill
We
information.
didn't know that
No,
when we signed up.
That is true. And he also heard that as I will die if I tell them who did it. Not because all of his stories are anonymous. Anonymous?
Anonymous.
That.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Phenomena.
Do
Do do do do.
Phenomena.
Do
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 do do do do do.
Okay, back on track.
I'm the king of taking people off the track.
I'm
The track
supposed
has
to be
been
the
My
derailed.
rebel.
great grandpa was also good at that.
I'm a very shitty but very good railroad driver. I can take us off the track and then get us back on it.
Horrifying. It's like that scene in what was it?
Polar
Polar
Express?
Express. Yeah, Polar Express.
Polar, not Poland.
I didn't listen. I've been
The Poland
The Polar Express.
listen.
Surprise.
Listen. I have rung up so many cases of water today.
Poland. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Polar Express.
Oh, because Poland Springs.
Yeah.
I just got that.
Dang, I got
It's like water. Was that?
I don't even
That's
got that
the
water
flavor.
brand where I'm at, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't heard of it, and I no, I don't think
Okay, so
so.
there's this country called Poland.
Well, no, really, duh.
And they have springs.
Whoa, I had no
My-
idea. It's like,
my
guys, I get I'm the
great-grandma's
youngest,
from
but I'm
Poland.
a little bit smart.
Did I miss anything? I went to a recall.
I
Wait,
understood none of that.
Did I miss anything? I went to go refill my water.
No,
No,
we've
we
been
just got off track.
Absolutely nothing.
Perfect timing.
Were
We
you
started talking
here?
about Poland and Phenomena.
We
It was more. It
Was
was me
there?
being Lord Deathman.
okay. Wait, were
I
you
can never
here
forget
when
that.
Callis asked? So Callis basically says like, I understand if you don't want to say it, but like, anybody want to say why they're here? Because I know you guys aren't here because, and like she didn't say this out loud, but like you got the vibe, it's like, because I know y'all aren't here because you actually want to be in the mob.
I feel like this one is, and I
So
point
the
at.
last one that was brought up
Shock
was
dog.
which he had asked, and then also this went into the whole thing of like Pidge, like but you hired me. Was
Yeah,
what
and
the
then
last one away.
yeah, and then Raymond was essentially just like, I'm just in it for the stories. My listeners are getting bored.
She's
Yeah,
the entire
I
reason this dude's here.
That's a good point for me to know.
And who was the person who wanted their character to have listened to Raymond's talk show? Was it Onyx?
I thought it was Pidge. Could be wrong.
I thought it
What-
was Ox. For a
I
little
don't
bit.
think I would listen to your thing just based off of how you've explained it to me. I don't think Paige would listen to it.
Where the show is?
Well, the show is like morning like radio where it's just like talking tea, gossip, or like daily like crime and stuff. Like just anything interesting that's happening, but nothing like mainstream. So like a petty crime thief that's doing it for stupid reasons, or like some
Typical people both sitting in the early morning, kind of like radio show.
yeah.
Just like a
That's
anonymous
what
or like the anonymous Reddit confessions.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. Okay, so definitely, we're gonna canonize this. Ox and the band regularly listen to it together, just when they're just vibing.
Are
Mike, would
you
you also
misogynistic
listen
on
with
air?
them?
Dude,
Fizz Raymond.
Yeah, I didn't hear the question.
Are
What
you
did you say?
misogynistic on air?
No, absolutely not. He's not.
Okay, then
I
I
mean,
would maybe listen.
to be fair, it's the 1920s. You'd get away with it.
I could, but he makes it clear that he wants a woman audience, but he wants women in like the kitchen, but he doesn't mind them viewing his show. Like
It's just
Oh,
like
okay.
they're
I
listening to my show while making dinner or while making
they're
their
listening
kids
to my
breakfast.
show while not having a career and being oppressed. Type
Yeah.
situation.
Oh, okay. I took it as you being like a shock jock DJ, where you just say like the most outlandish, like heinous things to your
Women
audience
deserve to
because
be
they
in the
listen.
kitchen. Absolutely. Blah, blah, blah. No, not that. No, no, no.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not the
then yeah,
Andrew
I
Tate of
would.
the 1920s.
Oh, no.
That's why.
Please,
Yes.
please, God, no.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, bro.
Like, have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
I've seen bits and pieces.
We're
Oh,
so
okay.
far off track again.
You would not understand the reference I was gonna make, so I'm not gonna.
But
Sorry, I wanted to
okay.
be somewhat accurate in the 1920s.
before I try and get us back on track, I'm gonna say this. I hate Andrew Tate so much. I talk so much about how much I when this man still mattered. I talked I talked so much about this man about how much I hated him just around my family. Like every time like my mom and stepdad would put him on YouTube, I would verbally I made my hatred known. It was so much that my mom and stepdad calls him my arch nemesis.
Your nemesis?
I hate
My
that
brother
man.
one time as a joke just went re-stan Andrew Tate, and me and my sister just went off. Like he's just like as a joke, like yeah, re-stan Andrew Tate, and we were like we both like full on like cartoon style, turned our heads to him and went.
Head
You
stab
said
just
what now?
excuse me?
And then he was like, "Whoa, I'm
Pardon?
joking." And I was like, "Yeah, better
You
be."
better be.
Better be.
But no, my dad quotes.
Elijah loves the deal.
Yeah, this better not be a Schrodinger's douchebag situation.
But
Okay,
yeah.
you know, I hate women. Unless, you know, I'm joking. Unless y'all also hate women, in which case, you know.
And I also looked up like 16 different like just 1920s terms, and like 3 of them are just like derogatory toward women. It's just
Of course. I will say,
Right.
I will
Yeah.
say, like in defense, I'm gonna say this in defense of Andrew Tate stands. A lot of them don't know. Like I had a
a
friend.
lot of them are stupid.
No.
Like,
No.
a lot of them
No.
are.
Here's the thing.
Right.
A
Do not know.
lot of people who watch Andrew Tate, they watch him through like, or who watched him when he was still relevant. They would watch him through like YouTube Shorts or like TikToks, and they would see like his. I'm gonna say this. I still hate him. They saw Andrew Tate's good takes about like men having more confidence, like men like being like confident in themselves, like women finding confidence attractive and stuff like that. So like they saw like the good parts of Andrew Tate because I had a friend who only saw those parts, and I had to explain to him that he's a human
It's a
trafficker.
pipeline.
It's a pipeline. It's a pipeline that happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't like any bit of anything he says most of the time. There's only been like maybe 1 or 2 that I've seen that are like, okay, this is decent, and then most of them like start off like, oh yeah, men should have more confidence, but no, women should not have confidence for men. Like what?
Yeah, because it's like it starts off good, and that's what people see first. That's what they post on like the TikToks and the shorts, and then it's like you slowly get integrated into like, okay, men should have more confidence, and then that slowly transitions into like women,
Degrading women.
yeah, into like sex workers are worthless, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I was able to avoid like anything that came from that man. I didn't see anything until the man went to fucking jail.
He went to
Glad for you.
jail?
Glad for you. Yes, he is in
I
jail
blocked him on
because
TikTok, so I want to see him.
he's in jail because the Romanian government was finally able to prove that he was in the country.
Because he had a pizza box from a place that was only in Romania.
When he was trying to call out Greta Thunberg.
Yeah. That's how they were able to find out his location.
All right, we're back off track. I've been recording for an hour and a half.
Okay.
And
You're gonna get really
Still in
frustrated.
the opening scene, really. Like, part 2 of the same room.
We have not left this room. But she turns,
Okay.
she turns and she turns to Ox and she goes, "All right, care to share? Care to share why you're here?"
If you talked with your fiance there, you probably know already.
She
Can I
just
take a
sort of
guess?
nods. Who
I'm
said
gonna.
it?
I'm. What did you say, Gabe? Just so I.
Could I take a guess?
Are you saying that in character or out of character?
In character.
Sure. Why not, Mike?
Get revenge on the bastards who hurt your friend.
Yeah. There's a reason I never. Like, until recently, I was able to actually get used to you. Those fuckers
Did you
kind
say
of ruined.
there's a reason, and then that's when like it became a bit hazy?
I said there's a reason. And I'm gonna say Ox like pointing at you like pretty heavily. Like there's a reason me and Ben didn't get used to you until like recent. Our trust is kind of down, for lack of a better term.
And she goes, "Well, now that everybody else has said theirs, I have a job to do. And that's all I can share without compromising things."
Well, I guess let's get to work.
But it's good to know that we're all essentially on the same page.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah.
Wait until like Raven comes back, and he's like, "Oh no, my character like has actively been working for this guy."
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think
Well, it's on the page.
Ox is in his room. Ox is in his room.
Ox is very silent during this
Ox,
conversation. We all hate them.
Ox is in his room. That way I don't have to deal with the ramifications of Raven not agreeing with what his character is doing right now.
He's gonna disagree with him being in his room. Sorry,
Well,
James.
Ox is not gonna say this out loud, but he's gonna radio to Mike, like even while I'm working with these fuckers. Keep her safe for you.
While I'm
Preferring,
working,
like, because Ox is gonna be working hands on with the mission with.
Yeah, it's just we
So, like,
couldn't
if
hear
you get-
you.
Oh, sorry. He's like, while what was it? While Ox is working, he said, "I'll keep her safe." Like he radioed to Mike and said, "I'll keep her safe."
he knocks, and you hear through the like radio. Thank you.
And he's not. You may be new, but you're still family.
All right. Well,
So,
I have the street. Do we want to go check that out now, or do we want to check it out tomorrow?
What time is it? It's like 3 in the morning.
It's like 3 in the
or
morning.
so?
I
I say we check it
mean,
out now.
yeah, my show don't start until Say I could probably push it back to around 6. That should give us plenty of time to look around.
Raymond, do you sleep?
And I
Oh, absolutely not. He does not.
I was
What is
asking that
Raymond?
as Callis.
That was his character. Sorry. Well, not really, but you know, that's what you got to do to be famous out here.
and it seems as though I already have a client looking sure to look at Mike. So I guess I don't really need to go to the office tomorrow to like await new clientele.
Just I don't know if you have like a sign that like tells people whether or not you've already taken a job, but
I mean, like, I have a sign that says closed. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting there all day like how I normally would be, like, in a dark room smoking a cigar. Someone opens the door and I turn slowly, petting my weasel.
tropes, tropes, tropes.
No R pigeon.
Wait. Please tell me you said that in character.
Sure.
You do that all the time? I thought you were just doing that night.
No, it's a constant occurrence.
You should really lay off the cigars. You can't be smoking the expensive ones. That's so bad for you.
I gotta make it in this world somehow, and that gives me character status. You see how tall I am? I'm a 3-foot tall bird man. I need to leave an impression.
I feel like 3-foot tall version of something that we see every day that is usually not 3 foot tall leaves a pretty decent impression.
Like,
That was the way you were talking because you were laughing. Well, I'm like just imagining you saying 3-foot Birdman and like he just starts crying while saying it.
He felt so offended by us being like, really?
you try being a 3-foot tall bird man in this world.
Oh god, that
Wait, does he say
fucking-
you try being a 3-foot tall a 3-foot
Yes.
tall birdman in this world?
Yes.
You see Callis just sort of, you see her shrink, and she just sort of she turns into not a bird man, but she turns into a 3-foot tall bird.
Wait,
Now I feel as though you're taking the mic.
okay, quick thing. I can only alter my height by 1 foot for disguise self, but can I like alter it more if I cast it at a higher level?
Are you gonna cast a high level spell for a bit?
Yes. I have enough spell slots. I'm a fucking bard. I'm no longer a warlock. I'm free. I have so many spell slots.
You know what? Because it's for a bit and it's not like a super important moment, I'll just one level higher, and you can just be whatever size you want in this moment.
So yeah, I am also now a 3 foot tall bird man. I am.
You
Wait,
look.
no.
You,
Here's the thing. I look exactly like Pidge, but if Pidge was also a Warforged.
yeah, you look a little bit metallic.
What in the Freddy Fazbear Chica's going on here?
Am I gonna canonize the existence of Freddy's Pizzeria?
Oh yeah.
In the 1920s, nonetheless.
Like, you're classic Freddy, and then I'm Toy Freddy.
Okay, so wait, what is what's Callis? What does that make Callis?
Literally just Chica.
They're just Chica.
Uh,
I say we're all birds here.
I'm going to apologize, Ro, before I do this.
Oh no.
Ox was just gonna say, yeah, that pizzeria over on 3rd Street.
I used to take my kids there.
Oh, she turns back into an elven woman and she goes, "Oh, you really shouldn't take your kids there. I heard some horrible things. They got closed down like a month ago because of like a string of disappearances."
Yeah, we were there in the bite of 1917.
Yeah, you were there for that? Yeah, like I don't know how they didn't get closed down like the second that happened. But, I had a friend who was one of my friends was is an investigator, is a detective at the station, and they were telling me like after the case had been like closed, they were telling me about like
Oh, Jeremy?
what'd you say, Gabe?
Oh, Jeremy?
Yeah,
I'm making
Jeremy.
more.
Yeah, Jeremy. Like he was telling us about everything
Oh
that
my
happened at
god.
Freddy's.
Oh, my throat hurts so bad after laughing.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the best bit I've ever. This is just the stupidest bit, but I'm gonna love it.
I
This
I
is
never have
this is
played Five Nights at Freddy's.
neither have
I have
I.
played.
Uh,
I watched every single game theory video. I recently watched the full thing of Markiplier's playthroughs.
Gabe, you still have to give me that rundown of the lore.
Oh yeah, I can off the top of my head do the entire lore.
Yeah, and
I
he
can
Not
has
right
not.
explain
now.
all.
Please don't.
Not right now. Not right now. But you did say that
We've
you were
already gone
gonna
too far off it.
just. This is better than the rubber duck bit.
Is I'm like I did start eating rubber duck, so that was pretty funny.
I'm talking about the part where Johnny fell asleep in a crate.
Oh, okay.
But also, like that entire bit. This is so much better. I don't get why Raven doesn't like bits.
Wait, is it on the same level of I tripped over a guy, so I shot him in the ass?
Yeah.
What?
William
Is
D.
this from
West.
y'all's one shot?
Yep. William D. West. Shooter of ass. Remover of lineages.
God, I was about to say something, but I don't want to say it anymore.
Okay. Back on track. Callista has turned back into her to her elven woman form.
God, my throat.
Alright. She goes, alright.
Yeah,
So
works.
alright, let's go
I don't really have
check it
much
out.
to do during the day since my kids started college. I've been so bored. I need something to keep me company other than just Todd. He just looks at me and squeaks.
Squeak.
So I do the bits. I do the sitting in a dark cigar smoked filled room. My wife left me.
Oh no.
it's, it's been a long couple years.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do an
I needed
insight
this
check. I'm
job.
gonna do an insight check for something real quick for Callista.
I've mentioned it being my wife to her in the last
You've
session.
mentioned no, you didn't mention who it was though. So she's just like
I asked
she
how Pip Cook was.
yeah. So it's not gonna be a hard DC, but
I'm gonna roll stealth against it.
roll deception.
Just kidding, I'm not. Deception? Oh, that's my +0. But that's a nat 20. Oh my god.
I rolled a nat 1.
oh,
You've never met me before in my life. You don't know who you work with whatsoever. You're such a bad coworker. They show up every single day and you were like, oh, we got a new hire. No, I've been here for 15 years. I've been here longer than you. I trained you.
that's fucking hilarious.
Ugh. That's hilarious. Well, that's just,
who is this peacock woman?
Okay, but you guys, is there anything you want to do on the walk there?
No.
Okay.
How long does disguise person last?
I
Or
don't.
disguise
An
self?
hour. An hour.
An hour? So for the
Are
next
you
hour,
me
I
the
am.
entire time?
Yeah. For the next hour, I'm just like a tiny little guy.
All right, so you
I'm just
guys
a tiny little guy.
give me give me a history check, everybody.
History check.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a +7 to it. It would be nice if I could find where
17.
a +7, 19.
Wait, where's my dice? Where's my new dice?
God, my throat hurts so bad from laughing.
I don't get why Raven doesn't like bits. Like you can have a serious campaign and then also you can spend 30 minutes on a bit and still have a serious campaign.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are my
Nothing,
dice?
nothing stopping a little bit of nothing. A little bit of levity doesn't ruin anything.
It
And
just
There.
that's
makes
why
levity makes the hurtful parts hurt more.
exactly.
And that
Okay,
you get connected to the characters better.
Yeah.
You know, you've joked with them.
They feel more like characters instead of NPCs.
It's
Yeah.
why it's why I love Dimension 20 so much. It's like that show is made by a bunch of comedians, so you know they're doing bits all the time. That like their campaigns are built on the back of bits. And it makes the
Yeah, like, wasn't them
characters
just like a Candyland type deal?
yeah, A Crown of Candy literally is their darkest campaign. And everybody is food. Everybody is
I mean,
food. Two of the main
there's
characters are
really,
licorice.
there's a really
Yeah,
simple reason why it's
fun.
their darkest campaign.
Black licorice?
Nah, can of bananalism.
Oh my god. Vienna, here's the thing. It starts off as their silliest concept. You know, like it's literally Candyland, and then there's also the country that's pretty much, and then there's a country that's bread, and the country that's meat, the country that's fruit, the country that's vegetables. Like it's just like the country that's dairy.
The country
Like,
that's milk.
it's
Wait,
just
wait, you know what?
it's
You
like
know
a
what I want
world
to point
full of
out?
food people.
You know what? Good thing to point out.
What?
Adventure Time started out as regular dude and dog man, and like talking dog in the Candy Kingdom. Adventure Time is Adventure Time.
And now, especially with Fiona and Cake, it's now extremely depressive. It's depressing and relatable, and it
And,
still has that concept.
and horror from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The-
like the sillier things start out, the darker. Like if you,
The
it's
more
more
it
just
pulls
like
you in with
the
humor,
higher,
the more
the
it
harder.
yanks you out with
Yeah, it's like
horror and stuff.
the bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's like if we start out dark, the dark stuff isn't gonna hit as hard. But if we start out like
Yeah.
really silly and goofy, then it's like pushing you off of a pedestal when the darker moments hit.
I will, before we get back on track, I will make another comparison. It makes me think of how one of the earliest episode antagonists in Adventure Time was what apparently was like a drunk, almost insane gingerbread man who tapped into cosmic knowledge and was never seen again in the series.
Ooh. Sounds like a bad time.
I gotta
him?
find
Yeah.
out anything, you know. Hold up.
I need to rewatch Adventure Time and then get HBO Max so I can watch Fiona and Cake.
Another one of the early episodes was literally the fucking zombie episode.
That was like the first episode.
It was one of the first. It was like the first 5 episodes.
The slumber.
Okay,
This-
okay, guys. We spent too much time on bits.
Have we?
Okay.
We have spent too much
I
time
could
on
bit all.
bits. I love bits, but we have a plot.
What are those?
I love bridges.
I like trains.
Ah, I love my red. Don't get me off track.
All right. So is that image in the art reference folder, is that like the
That
road we're
is
going along?
that is the road, yes.
And we're going down the middle of it, not the
Yeah.
alleys.
It's not alleys, it's sort of like the middle one
Off
is like the
roads.
main street. Yeah, it's like different ones that come in. Like it's not like a highway, but it is like a bigger road.
It's a main street.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's a main
what it's
street,
simply.
and then like the sort of like offshoots, I guess. I don't know words.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what language is. What am I speaking? Anyway. But yeah, so that's what you're looking at. And you see,
So we
this
head right
is,
there, or do you go anywhere before?
yeah. So I will say this is a relatively isolated part of town. It's like, it's in a very industrialized sort of area. There's not a lot of like houses near here. It's really just like factories and, you know, like, which is why it's like, it's very busy during the day, but like once the working day is over, it sort of like shuts down.
It's like a
And
factory district.
can everybody please remind me of what history rolls you guys got?
13.
19.
What was Oxus?
17.
17. I heard 17,
The
19,
rise
and
of the king and the fall of the queen.
Pidge got a 19.
19.
13 for me.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, Ox, Pidge, you guys know that close to here. Pidge, you know this because you just seem to be generally knowledgeable about the Unseelie Court because you keep rolling high on these things. But this is very close to that one of those like this is very close to a building that everybody knows is haunted. Like it's an old like factory that used to be really active, was abandoned a couple years ago, and everybody knows that it's just really, really haunted. Like nobody really knows exactly what it's haunted by. Like they know it's a territory hunter ghost, and they know something's going on in there. Some people think that there's multiple ghosts in there, but nobody can really tell what or like why they're in there, because anybody who gets too close to it, even people who are like even not even exorcists can get into that house, because everybody who gets like this almost the second people step foot on there, they're attacked. Like the second you get close enough to see anything, you get attacked, and very few people make it out.
Hmm.
But you are like a few blocks away. Like you're not like on top of it or anything.
They gave us the full address, right? And this is where we're going to, the abandoned warehouse.
No, this is like you didn't get like a full address. You got like a street that you had that is going to be coming across. They basically said like this is like they essentially gave you a street and this you can like tell, you get the vibes of like this isn't like the specific address, but this is a street along the truck's route, and this is a good place to do it because of how isolated it is.
Oh, also, I want to just quickly point out a few more, like two more, fucking Adventure Time plot lines. One, Lemongrab eats his brother on screen twice.
Cannibalism. That's great. Okay.
Two,
Not to mention it was a clone of him to help with his mental health.
yeah, he eats his clone / kind of brother. The second one I want to point out is there's a whole episode where we like befriend this one character, and then at the end of it, like right before the end, he nobly sacrifices himself, and then at the end of the episode, it's revealed that he is basically used for that. He's just a really nice guy that Bubblegum keeps cloning because she knows that he'll just kill himself to protect others.
That's
We've only-
horrifying.
Yeah. Imagine your life just being that.
Horrifying. Okay.
Great
Are you
show.
looking at the
So,
gift I sent? 'Cause, yeah, I love Lemon Grab. It's one of my favorite characters.
Ox is going to kind of cross his arms while they walk. So just for context, so it's Raymond, Mike, Bliss, or no, Raymond is Mike with us?
Mike, are you with him?
Yep.
Okay, so it's Mike, Callis, Pidge, myself, and Raymond.
Yes. Everybody except Onyx is here. Onyx is essentially
Okay.
told like you're not on this job.
So we were told the truck comes along here, right?
Yeah,
That's a character.
this is the street we were given.
I've seen shipments come through here before, but not this one particularly, but usually set up along this road. So I've got a simple idea. Feel free to help if y'all have any ideas. I don't mean to say you all out. What's a good slang for that? I would say use, but I don't know how I am with saying use. We'll say if you've got an idea to help me out with this, feel free. And Ox is gonna kind of like pop open his compartment, and I'm gonna say he pulls out a length of chain off of what looks to be like a 40.
One sec, my headset disconnected. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But y'all know the wheel, like the big spindles they put or spools they put the fire hoses on.
Yeah.
I want to imagine the mental. I want you to picture the way Ox is pulling this chain out of his chest. It's like he's pulling an abnormal. It feels like it shouldn't fit, but it's enough length of chain that it fits perfectly across the whole length of the road.
Huh.
Or the whole width of the road, I mean.
That's a pretty long chain. She goes, I don't know what you plan to do with that chain, but I look like this, and she just sort of gestures to herself. Cliss goes, I could just stumble around in the road, pretend to be drunk, make him stop.
Or
I'm actually gonna kind of give like a, you know what, Clist, you're a lot brighter than I am. You got a better idea. And he like winds a crank that's like on the side of his chest right now to like roll the chain back up into his chest.
Were you planning to use that to try and tripwire?
He was, yes, because you can with heavy enough chains you can do that to like destroy the wheels of a car.
How
I mean,
high
that's not a horrible idea.
are the buildings?
They're like varying heights. There's one that's pretty tall. That's like, I want to say, what's tall but not like 10. Hold on. I'm gonna say like there's one that's like 5 stories up.
Okay. So it's like what, 50 feet? No, 70 feet? How tall is a 5-story building?
I'm gonna say like I'm gonna give each story 10 feet.
Stories. Yeah, that's about 50 feet.
Okay, 50
Nine.
Give or
okay,
take,
cool.
because spaces in between stories for like flooring and stuff. But
Yeah.
Okay, I will like to fly up there
okay.
and monitor down.
Got a pretty good view
Well,
of the
actually,
entire road.
okay. Do I see any trucks coming or anything? Is there a time on there? On the thing? Or is it just be here?
I will say that there's a time. Again, it's not tonight. Actually, no, you don't have a time.
Oh.
You're getting your time and like the everything else that you need within the next couple of days. Tonight, it's just like you have the street. Go scope it out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought we were, taking care of this tonight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Essentially, just like they're gonna give you like more information on the truck, like the truck itself, what's in it. Like she did say it's like closed, but they're gonna give you like specifics on that. And like an exact time, either tomorrow or the day after. Tonight, it's like come up with a general plan, scope out the street.
Okay, so I fly back down. I'm like, okay, I got a good vantage point up there. So I feel as though what we should do is have someone in the middle of the street pretend to be intoxicated or whatnot. Driver stops. Whoever gets out of the car to move them. I swoop down. Out. And then we steal the truck.
I mean, I can incapacitate him myself. If that's like the only plan we want to have.
I'm like, how big? I'm like, we want to steal the truck, right? Like that's our plan.
Yeah.
Or like steal the cargo.
Yeah. There's
I'm
also
like,
a thing of
depending on
like
how.
there might be multiple people. Like if there's only the one guy, I can handle it. But there might be multiple people, chances of him like running off. And there's also the question of what we're gonna do with the guy.
That's true.
Always with me for his abandonment if
'Cause he'll at the very least see me, which is not good.
I mean, you just showed that you can, alter your appearance.
Fair enough. Honestly, that's something I literally forgot I made this woman a changeling.
Oh, she's a changeling? I was thinking she was an Arakakra who like disguised herself.
I was
Listen, if
thinking
that's
as someone who
it's
disguised
it
themselves
would be
to look like
hilarious. Here's the thing.
Okay.
You guys now know that she's a changeling out of character. I thought that was obvious with what I did with her last session. Where
I don't remember what you did last session.
she changed her height to kiss Mike.
I do not remember that whatsoever. Okay.
But you guys don't know that. So with the information you guys have, you've only seen her go from an Aarakocra back, like a tiny Aarakocra back. So I think it would be hilarious, first of all, if Ox thought that she was the Aarakocra who was disguising herself.
It's a tall woman.
She's not tall. She's actually no. What height did I make this?
I mean, like compared to the Aarakocra size that she turned into.
Yeah.
So compared to the Eric Takura, tall woman, compared to Ox, small woman.
Yeah.
It's not. There's so much wiggle room.
There's such a gap for what is considered tall and what is considered small.
We should not use our paragons of drastically different heights to describe them.
But yeah,
But yeah, I'm somewhere between Kevin Hart and Shaquille O'Neal in height.
Wide fucking range.
Yeah.
welcome back, Fizz. Welcome to the madness.
You missed.
Whole time.
Fizz has been
I'd just like
listening.
to say, wow.
Yeah. What did you think of the canonizing fucking
Freddy's
Nights at Freddy's.
Pizzeria. We canonized at the very least the first Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
Well,
just
we canonized it taking place so long ago.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We've just pushed it back. It's like we've just pushed the timeline back. This is the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's. That's happening in the background now.
No, we got 1987, which happened in the second pizzeria.
Okay, I don't know. Actually, again, I don't know lore, but at the very least.
Yeah, they actually offered me a job as a night security guard there, but I turned it down.
Stop. Okay. Okay. Before we get too far off track again.
Game 2 is pretty dead center in the lore.
Okay. Track.
I know what you're describing.
Yeah, I always took it as existing in the 80s, not the 1920s.
It exists
It goes
in
from
the
like
1920s.
70s to about now. Oh yeah, there is a specific game that took place in like 2022. I never remember what it is.
Oh, is it like the Vanessa
kinda-
I'm a Material Girl one?
Yeah, I kind of thought Security Breach was taking place in like 2020, 2022. That's a different
Oh no,
recent.
I'm pretty sure that's further. That might be 2024. I need to
That's in the
double check.
future?
Help 1 is meant to. I believe Help 1 is modern day because they're using. They explain Scott Cawthon developing the games as they say, "Hey, you ruined the reputation of our company. You're gonna help with our PR stunt."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Back on track.
On track.
There's might be multiple people he could run. There's also the question of what we want to do with them.
Right, could we ask for like some of those memory gems to like implant into him, and he like forgets this ever happened? You know, just kind of like coax it down his throat a little bit. They forget.
She taps the
It'll
gem
all be
and she
okay.
goes. She taps the gem and she goes. They're not gonna waste the magic.
That sucks.
Do any
A
of
bird
us
brain.
have alter memory abilities?
I don't. Mike.
To the worst one ever.
I don't think he does.
One second, let me double check. Sorry, I was playing. I do.
Oh, you do?
Oh, you do.
Oh.
You have modified memory?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
This might be way
Perfect.
easier. This might be way easier than I planned for it to be.
I mean, like, I could also just summon a bunch of animals, like a couple animals to like distract everyone, them all while we get away. You know, like a giant moose.
How did he stay AFK for that?
What challenge rating is a moose? What up?
No clue. I feel like a moose has to be very high because what is the plural of moose?
Moose.
Is it just moose?
They're only a 1.5. I mean, no, not even a 1.5. They're only half.
Absolutely.
So I can summon.
Absolutely not. There's no way. Moose are terrifying.
They have a. Let me see.
What's the challenge rating of a bear?
What, half. I think
Oh
they're
my
like
god!
one or. I can summon 4 meese.
Y'all, I need y'all to do something. For those in Matt's server, go to the comics chat in Mac's server.
Yeah, no.
What is
Cock-a-hoop.
happening in that server?
Cock-a-hoop. Cock-a-hoop.
Cock-a-hoop?
Cock-a-hoop.
This is so. I have so much to.
What the fuck is that thing?
What is
Oh my
happening?
god, is it a cock ring?
This is going on YouTube, guys.
At least it's a private video. I
No,
think.
it's
Is
not.
it still
This one's
private?
public.
Okay. Good. Let them all understand our insanity.
Time for Rhoda.
I'm gonna get
Figure
age
out how to edit
restricted.
that out of the video.
It's gonna get age restricted. It's gonna. Fizz isn't even gonna be able to watch the video because it's gonna get age restricted.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can use my school account.
So why is your school account?
No
What is your
idea, but
school
my
account?
school. When I go on YouTube, most of the with my like school Chromebook, all the things are blocked, so they didn't feel the need to like. So my school email account is technically 18 plus because I've been able to watch some like age restricted videos. Not like bad ones. It was like
What are you
demonetized for
watching
like
in
blood.
school?
I wasn't watching it at school. I just used my school account for YouTube for a long time.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I finally made my own Google account, and that's what I've been using. And it's been age restricting me. It's unfortunate.
At school, we were only allowed to watch like sports highlights on YouTube.
We can't even do that. We have to find other websites. We can't watch anything on YouTube except for like approved videos.
All right, back
But
to.
if you just use the account on like a different device, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
All right, back to what we were doing.
My dog just
Summoning
walked in my room.
moose.
They're pretty.
So you say I can't
you're all
summon
wet.
But I will
Or-
say
mooses?
this. A part of the test could be whether what we're willing to do.
Kill someone?
Could be a part of it.
For DM talk, you're gonna have to kill someone. Suck it up.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
Oh, I
I
don't
said
think
DM
yes.
talk, kill someone. Good luck. I'm translating you, Ro.
Thank you for translating.
I mean, like, but it could also be about how we're able to do stuff stealthily. I feel as though a dead person, you know, is gonna raise some questions.
Yeah, like 2 of you are meant. Actually, no, 3 of you are meant to be sneaky. Sneaky does not mean leave dead. Sneaky means don't be caught. Also, I fucking love these
Do
new
you
dice.
think
They're
I'm
glow
supposed
in
to
the
be
dark.
sneaky?
Yeah, because you're no longer like the child wrangler.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
Wrangler.
about like as a character. I'm like, no, I'm not. Overtly sneaky.
Also,
They
you
did
know how I
want you
bought
as
new
a
dice?
child, but
No.
Dice.
You bought new dice.
Mhm.
You've never mentioned that once this entire
I
time.
bought. Here's the thing: they're glow in the dark, and I love them.
Yay.
They're purple. They're blue. They look like space, and they're glow in the dark. These are rad.
Space.
I'm fucking obsessed. I love that comic book store.
Nice.
There's also like a version of these that had like gold lettering, but I already wanted these, and they're like
My comic
$11.
My comic book store doesn't do dice stuff. It's just comics and Funko Pops and music.
I go to
Well-
Barnes and Nobles for my thought dice or Target.
Okay, we're getting back off track.
Are we?
We will never be back on track.
You know what? Just turn
Yeah.
us into goblins and call it Gob Force.
No.
We're close enough to it already.
No.
Wait! That's not a bad idea.
No.
We have to do that with the campaign where we start off, and then I end up being fucking Darlow. No!
No.
Oh, I have the perfect
We already
idea.
have. our
Oh my gosh,
plan
guys,
for
we're gonna
our
do a
God
one-shot.
Force, Gabe.
What was the plan for our God Force? I entirely forgot.
Birds of a feather.
Right! Birds of a feather!
Birds of a
We gotta do
What?
birds of. Oh wait, Fizz, we haven't told. Okay,
I don't
Ro,
think we
there's a
told
very
Fizz or Ant.
one thing. Pretty sure we told Ant. Ro, there's a very good reason on why we should be getting off track. One of the characters who's important to this shit is not here. If I wasn't here, that would be fine. Raven is a bit more needed, so I feel like we have reason to get
He's
off
not a
track.
part of this job. He is fine.
Didn't
Okay.
he say that he wasn't part of this job last time as well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. But I don't remember that.
Yeah,
He
he
just
said
yeah.
that he wasn't
listened.
gonna be here, and then but then he said that he might be here. But yeah, I already like basically wrote him out of the session because he said ahead of time that he wasn't gonna even be here today.
Fizz, Ant, do you guys want to know about birds of a feather real quick?
Yes.
Sure, real
You
quick.
might want to make it quick before Ro loses her patience.
Yeah.
Okay.
She may stab us.
So, there's an Aarakocra named Zapdos. There's a different Aarakocra that looks like a raven named Raven.
You said,
Then there's a Kenku
yeah.
named Kronos. Can you see where I'm going with this?
Oh, I see where you're going with it.
Now, either both of you figure out a pun based off of your name that includes birds, or we can do my idea of a bunch of birds and then like the one regular fucking dude who has to wrangle us.
I bet I could probably figure something out.
Do you have a notable bird that's attached to your name in what way?
Well, I said I could figure it out. I didn't say I had it figured out. I said I
I
could
feel like
figure it out.
we could do, instead of Fizzy, Fluffy.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, we'll figure
I'm
something
sure I
out.
can find a bird pun. It's not hard.
Okay.
It's not.
Fizz.
So, Ant, do you want to be our regular fucking human, or do you want to be another bird?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Or what is the bug race called?
You want to be food?
Nom nom?
I think they're called three crane, the crane or something like that.
The cream, I think. There's the cream,
cream?
and then there's another one.
You can
I'm
just
not saying it right either.
you can just be an ant.
Oh my god, you're right. I literally could.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just all be animals. We don't have to be
I mean,
birds.
there's a cocktail named Bird of a Paradise Fizz. Apparently, that's a cocktail somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna keep researching. I'll
I mean,
pull it up
if
later.
if you're gonna be based off a cocktail, you could be a rooster.
Or a cockatoo.
Or
Or
just
a
a bird
just a
of
bartender.
paradise.
Or, you know, a cockahoop.
Full circle.
Hey.
Okay, let's continue moving forward with this.
Really do my homework.
Alright.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah,
this.
I found a chicken breed
We
that's
are
called Frizzle.
speed. Miss Frizzle?
There's a frizzled chicken. It's a real thing. It's just a chicken that looks like disgruntled, basically.
Wait. Instead of it being a regular fucking dude, we just have the disgruntled office worker pigeon. Or chicken, or whatever.
Yeah.
And a random bug.
Yeah.
Our bug wrangler. He's like, y'all want to eat me? Follow along. And like strings us along. Like a carrot on a stick.
So that's a frizzle.
Love it.
Oh, wow. So fluffy.
Oh, this is what I'll call it.
Aw, so cute.
Just fluffy.
Well, some of the other pictures weren't very cute, but that one was one of the cuter ones. So I realized I sent that in the general chat and not the chat voice chat general. It's my bad. People are gonna ask questions about that later.
They don't even know
Alright,
where our minds go.
back to business. So
think
we were
that's
just
important.
scouting. We were just scouting out the area, right?
Yeah. So what all are y'all able to do? Asking a question like, what are your skills and abilities?
I can
Well,
erase people's minds.
That's perfect.
I can also command people to do things.
Now you're scaring me.
I can also communicate with any living creature.
Got me back on
I
board.
can. I
And
can
I can
talk.
view anyone from any place. I'm just realizing how creepy my shit can be.
I can talk shit. I can move fast, and I can hit hard.
Oh, I can also talk shit and have
Me
it make
too.
people feel pain. Like physical pain. Or
I
like mental pain. Why? Wait, why is all my stuff like?
Terrifying?
I don't.
Why
I
is
can.
Mike secretly terrifying?
I get to basically control people in
I
so
mean, you were
many
created
different
for
ways.
war.
No, I wasn't. I was created to like talk. I was just a fucking radio. Now I can mentally control people in like 5 different ways.
I thought you were created as like a wartime radio type deal. Or something.
They made a political stance on technology.
It's gonna take over the world.
But yeah, I have. I'm just gonna list this off real quick. I have message, vicious mockery, charm person, fucking suggestion, silence, tongues, sending, dimension. That's not it. Modify memory and scrying. All of this is either viewing someone, communicating with someone, or fucking controlling someone. What?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Most of my
How the
kit is just about talking to
How did I just make
animals
SG?
and stuff.
I just made SG, but a bard.
SU but Bard.
Also, I don't want to run it too long tonight, so can we just get a little bit
Yeah.
more on with it, so at least we can get at least run till midnight.
All right. Oh, it's only 9. Damn, or only 10.
Oh yeah, it's 11. But yeah, so Cullis goes, I am pretty good. Not an outright fight, but you know, I'm pretty good at sneaking around. And I always carry a knife. And she just sort of like reaches into like a slit in her dress that you guys didn't even notice was there and pulls out a knife and pulls out a dagger.
Oh, okay.
Ox is gonna kind of point. Mike, you got good taste in women.
Thank you.
Thank you. And she puts her knife back.
Okay, so I can. Okay, so first off, weapons. I have this. Pulls out a gun. Roll a revolver from his trench coat. So I got this. Reaches deeper in the trench coat. Pulls out a dagger. Reaches deeper in the trench coat. Pulls out a short sword. Deeper into the trench coat. A different short sword. That's it on what I'm packing. But I can also... Oh, reaches deeper in the trench coat. Pulls out a weasel. This is Todd.
Oh, wait. Fucking. Oh, that reminds me. I change my hand. It becomes my palm pistol. And then
Oh.
I stick my hand in my shirt. You hear like an opening noise. And then I pull my hand out and I have a gun.
Oh yeah, I will also say nobody else would know this. Mike, you would know that even if she hasn't mentioned it, one, that is not her only knife, and two, she carries multiple guns.
I'm marrying Riza Hawkeye.
That's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, this
Um,
honestly, yeah, that is a really good choice.
and then I also got Firebolt, Shocking Grasp, as cantrips, Detect Magic, Ensnaring Strike, Speak with Animals, Animal Messenger, Locate Object, Conjure Animals, and Speak with Plants.
Oh, I also have True Strike and Identify. Also, I have
Raymond
Invisibility and See Invisibility.
has Friends, Prestidigitation, Vicious Mockery, Cure Wounds, Disguise Self, Shield, Detect Thoughts, Invisibility, Zone of Truth, Counterspell, Hypnotic Spell, Motivational Speech.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, what class are you again?
I'm guessing Bard.
Please
Yeah.
Bard.
I'm multi-class Bard Rogue.
We went from all warlocks to bards.
To all bards.
Oops, all bards.
We have two.
We have
Wait,
I
what
three
is
never
that?
played.
bards.
What is that?
Sammy was
what's
a
that?
Bard last time.
I'm a ranger. I'm full ranger.
Okay.
Wait, what's
Um,
Ox again? You said
He is 6 levels in Barbarian, 4 levels in Bard.
it's oops all bards, and Zap is the odd one out again.
I never get the
To be
memo.
fair, we're playing like musicians and like radio shows. Like,
Here's the thing, Onyx.
Yeah,
Onyx is a bartender. He doesn't need to be a bard, but he is.
Oh,
Is he
He's a-
also a bard?
He's
wait,
also
he's a bard too? So he's a bard tender?
Yes.
You're great.
I still
love
fucking
you.
love my I love my pun that I made in the last Raven session where I was playing a barbarian monk who is roommates with a dude. So I was literally his bunk mate.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful pun.
If y'all want to know, I'm a Path of the Juggernaut Barbarian. Path of the Juggernaut Barbarian College of Valor Bard.
Is a Path of the Juggernaut Barbarian?
Mm-hmm. It is exactly what you think it is.
Okay, Marco?
Okay.
I know Zap's thought process. I know exactly what he was thinking.
Here's the thing. This is a great bit to continue, and I hope it continues into the next campaign. If all of you have some level in the same class except for Zap.
Zap is
I
just
already know what
consistently
I'm
the odd
playing.
one out.
I already have my next thing made, so.
Nobody
Wait,
be a
what's your next
wizard.
thing?
Nobody be a wizard.
And nobody be a wizard.
Damn. I'm
Sorry.
not allowed to be my favorite fucking class.
Have you played a wizard at all in our
I have-
games?
Not in our games. But it was a little. One of my earliest experiences of D&D was just the random,
Oh yeah, that random one-off that you did.
no, fucking what are we talking about? In server battles, and I was a wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I was Kronos, the Arakakra. No, I was a time wizard. I forgot the exact words.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no,
A
I'm
chronomancy wizard.
the necromancy wizard.
avoiding
Yeah, I already found the.
cast
I already looked it up.
our spellcasters. You'll have no issue with me. I'm probably gonna play Ranger.
Everybody
Okay.
take a level in Ranger.
Just watch me remake my entire character as a ranger.
It would be hilarious. But anyway, back on topic. I was gonna do the hijacking tonight, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Unless Ant wants Ox to sit out for this one. for like the actual battle
I
because
do. Depends. How long do you think it would take if we do it?
I really don't know. It's honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit hard. And then you guys started talking. I was just like, well, I actually made this incredibly easy, actually. And I think
Well, it's
that
our first
just
mission.
it's your first
I mean,
mission, and I
honestly,
don't like combat.
that's fair. I feel honestly that in that case, especially if Mike is able to talk his way out of things as easily as he can with what we just explained via his spell list, Ox is fine sitting out.
Yeah.
Basically, because I, can mentally control an individual in many different ways.
Yeah,
But I will
so
say, unless you guys have, I think we can honestly just skip to it. Actually, and it's not 12 yet. We could probably get through it.
Yeah.
Unless there's something you guys
Alright.
want to do within a couple of days, you get a more of a rundown of what you're doing. It's a standard delivery truck. It's not reinforced or anything because it's literally just like expensive like clothing and jewelry. There are 2 drivers. They're not armed because of they're not armed because of like the job, but one of them is known to just carry around a pistol for self-defense.
Okay. So, day of the heist, I'm going to be on a rooftop, looking down.
Calliste is dressed. She has like purposefully like smudged and messed up her makeup and just like messed up her hair just to look horrible.
Mike looks as tired as he usually does, which again is weird because he he doesn't have to sleep.
You can't
How the
be
fuck is he
tired.
tired?
But
It's
can
literally
robots get
built into me.
exhausted?
Well, actually, you know what? I do have to long rest, but it's literally just a few moments of inactivity.
I am gonna say it like this, just in context. If I want it to be known that Ox is equally confused by why the fuck does Mike seem tired.
You're
It's
just like his
more of
face
like,
is weird.
yeah, it's. Here's the thing. He's not physically tired. He is mentally tired.
And also his face looks tired.
Is built to look tired, not his choice. Alright.
Yeah, so day of the hijacking. Callista's getting ready. She sort of goes until at least one of the drivers gets out of the car. You guys should probably find somewhere to just hide.
Lay low.
Yeah. They should be here in about 10 minutes if they're on schedule.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm on the roof.
Oh no.
What?
Are we all being silent here?
Nope,
Yes.
we're here. We can hear
I'm
you.
talking.
Okay. I was real worried that my Wi-Fi problem. I was real worried that my Wi-Fi problems followed me home.
Oh no.
I think I'm good though.
But yeah, so everybody give me a stealth roll if you're hiding.
I'm on the roof. Is that still
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh wait.
gosh, I'm rolling like crap.
16?
So
I rolled a 15.
It's been a few
I
days.
rolled a 10.
You're dressed
It's
in
been a few days,
No.
right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You have all your spell slots.
Yeah. So I could have. One thing, I'm just without all my spell slots. I realized the way Mike could do this entire thing on his own. It's
I made this too
there's so
easy.
much. Why am I? It's literally just I picked. I went through the warlock mentality of just pick some spells that would be useful because you're not gonna be able to do it
Oh,
that
wait.
often. Don't like pick the fun stuff. But now I have
Wait,
so many fucking spell slots.
I've definitely been up on this rooftop for more than a minute, so I'm gonna hide in plain sight it, where I cover myself in random junk I find on top of the roof, and hide in plain sight for a +10, so 26 on stealth.
Yeah.
So 26,
22.
15, 10, 22.
I love my new dice.
Yay.
I started out with an 8, but now I got a 19.
Raymond, you wore sequins today. You're a little bit reflective.
Oh! You're Walter Mellons. Donut.
Oh,
What?
It's from the only... I've watched 2 D&D, like, groups. It's from the other one, which is even more niche than fucking D and Dorks.
fair enough.
Oh,
Actually-
okay. I remember this man.
Yeah, Bards for Bards.
He looks so
I-
tired, but he's dressed in the sparkliest of suits.
Yeah. The suit is painful to see. He's great.
I found a perfect thing to represent Raymond off the top of my head.
Do I
Oh,
like
wait,
notice
I
I'm
guess-
shiny?
I guess epithet erase counts as a D&D thing.
You notice you're shiny.
Yeah.
You can't, but I'm gonna say, you notice you're shiny. That is still gonna be your role.
Well, no, I get that. But can I like prestidigitation like fog in front of me so that the smoke is like or like something so that like the reflection isn't so like I see a car coming and then like as it is just a cantrip and like fog or mist to like divert some of the reflective stuff.
So here's the thing.
Dang it.
You didn't roll a 10 because of the sequins. You have sequins because you rolled a 10.
Oh, but I'm trying to help my keys out. No, I get it. I'm fine.
The man in pink. Walter Mellons. The S is silent only sometimes.
I'm gonna change dice after this roll.
Oh, I love this.
It's great.
He's so tired. He needs a nap.
Oh, I love
I want
the
to be friends with that. I want to be friends
two
with that
children in
goblin.
the trench coat.
All right. Anyway,
The goblin is great. That's what? It's David Bettany? No, is that just the actor's name? I can't remember. But
Okay.
they like dresses and are trying to marry the Boric Jackson. Who is
Prime
the
Minister?
No, it's a man whose name is a pun on that because he's a joke character based on him. It's
Okay.
the yellow guy, the short yellow
Okay.
guy. He's trying to marry him.
Okay. Let's get back to our heist.
but yeah,
Yeah.
so
Audience, please go watch Shrieking Wizard Codes.
if we ever get
Shrieking
an
Wizard
audience,
Co. If we ever get at least one person,
We've
please
already
one
lost them.
person. We've already lost them. Honestly, we're going on too many tangents. Sorry, that's a lot of my fault.
if you
We
made
have
it
so
this
many
far, if you made it this far, you're an amazing person with the great willpower. or you just like hearing people ramble about
Ramble.
things that you didn't come here to
ADHD
listen
moment.
to.
Here, if
Okay.
you
Or you're
like
neurodivergent.
rambling, if you like tangents, go watch Fact Fiend. They deserve a larger audience.
Okay. That's
I will
continue
shill for
our
other
thing.
people.
Okay, we can chill at the end.
Shilling for people when we don't even have an audience to shill to.
Yep.
But anyway, so Callis messes up her makeup. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do to prepare, the truck starts coming from a pretty far ways that go down the street. She doesn't want to get hit by the truck, but she does sort of start drunkenly stumbling into the street. And you see the car you see the truck like slow as it before coming to a full stop as it stops in front of her, and they just honk, and you see she just like blinks at them and just sort of goes, huh, huh, just acting not belligerent but very stupid drunk. And they just sort of honk at her. They yell at her from the window, but they're not getting out of the truck.
Okay, so is it like a semi-truck type deal where like it has like a storage container on the back
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Wait, they're not getting out of the truck, right?
They're not getting out of the truck. You actually see them backing up, and they begin to turn to go around her.
Okay. I summon Meese.
Yes.
Are you putting Moose in the road?
You're 50 feet away.
Wait,
Range
Meese plural
is
Wait,
moose?
you're
60
50 feet up and then like a little bit ways away. So
Wait, you're
what is the
summoning a
range on
moose?
your spell?
60 feet.
Are you summoning them in
So
the
I can
air?
just put it on the ground.
Oh!
No,
Dropping
if it's
them in.
60 feet, I can.
Wait.
That'd be
It's
terrifying.
60. It's 60 feet across. How many feet down?
So it's 50 feet down from where he is, and then like he's like a bit of a like it's like he's more than 10 feet like into the street. So you can do the math on that.
But like, I
Plus,
imagine after
I'm
I
gonna
summon them, they
do
can run 10
20.
feet or whatever. Is there once again? Is
2,900 is that, and now let's see what the
are you
square root of
doing?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
You're hypotenusing this again.
53 feet. 53 feet.
Okay, well, yeah. So
Wait, I can do that.
you can do that.
I summon. How many can I do? I said it was 1/2. So I summon 4 moose behind them.
Do they just start attacking the truck?
No, they're just standing there.
They're just standing there?
Wait,
Blocking their way.
why'd you put it behind
Menacingly.
it? Oh wait, they're backing
Because
up.
you said that they start backing up. So there's someone in the front, and there's now moose in the back.
So they like hit it, and it's like they immediately notice something, because like if you hit a moose with your car is gonna
You
suffer.
will notice.
Yeah. You're
And
gonna know.
So they look in the rearview mirror. They're like, "What?" They're like, "What the fuck?" But they do. They're just like, "Okay." And they look at Callis, and they're just like, "Are you a witch?" And they see her ears. And they're just like, "Are you a caster? Do you summon these?" She's like, "What? Summon what?" You see her slowly look at the moose, and she's like, no, I didn't. No, I summoned those. They're nice, right? Do you like them? I swear to God. And they stop backing up, but they do you do see them turning it, but it's taking them a little bit longer since they can't back up properly.
Well, there's 4 of them, so The moose start flanking.
Are you trying to block them in?
Yes. I'm trying strong on them with my moose.
Should I just do my thing? Because I have. Because here's the. You want to know? Should I say now or later? The way I could literally do this entire thing by myself.
Later.
Let's leave it for later.
Okay.
But they're not getting out of the truck. They are still trying to move around the moose. I'm gonna say you don't block them off completely, but they're making slower progress getting around.
I'm gonna say, so where would you say they're on the road in context to the map you have in chat?
So they're definitely on the main one. I'm gonna say you guys are
How many squares would you say the truck takes up?
the truck.
It's like an 18-wheeler truck, right?
Yeah. Oh my god,
How
not
are
the
they gonna-
moose pictures.
It's in the road.
I'm gonna say
How
they
are they
take
gonna
up.
turn?
Should I just do something?
Yes,
I
you
can just
do
do
something.
something.
I'm gonna say they take up 3 squares. They're close to like this middle like intersection part right here, like a little bit before it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna need them to make wisdom saving throws. I walk up and just. Well, firstly, I walk up. Can I just open the door of the truck? Try to rip it open.
Do you try and sneak up to them?
I'm walking up to a truck.
You're
The
just-
truck isn't gonna be able to move that fast.
I mean, yeah, but you're just walking up to them. Like they see, like the guy on that side sees you.
Okay.
He goes, what are you?
So I walk up the truck and I knock on the door.
Yes, we're kind of dealing with a situation here.
Get out of the car.
Excuse me?
Make a wisdom saving throw. Both of them.
Okay.
Or wait. Actually, wait a second.
They could be fey.
No, it's
immune,
one
be
character,
immune
isn't
to
it?
charmed or whatever.
Alright, it is only one character. It is only one. Fuck. And if I cast it
So
at a
they
higher
have
level,
it.
that doesn't do fucking anything. So I can do the one I'm talking to has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Are you talking to the driver or the passenger?
Okay.
Driver. I walk up on the driver's side.
Hold on, things are being slow. Jesus Christ, her character stat block isn't loading. I'm sorry. Give me like 2 seconds.
Do I have all my feats?
Is it at least 2?
No. It is 1.
Oh, you're a snail.
What?
Because snails have their whatever it's called for 1 foot. Or what it's called, like a no, not
So
cephalopod.
is this a charm effect?
Yes, it is.
Does he know if he passes? Does he know that you tried to charm him?
Let me check. Suggestion.
I was thinking, I wonder if this guy's going to be like a fae or something that's like, immune / resistant to charmed effects.
Here's the thing. The stat blocks I had for them were not trying to work. So I just went and randomly generated 2. So
Is one of them an elf
Like totally.
or a goblin?
That's how you say.
I do not appreciate
Oh, they
this.
had to try for. Please.
What I'm reading
That's
doesn't
their old
say that
Okay.
they would know. But also, let me. Oh, yeah, I should have 2 feats.
Is this a
So I'm
suggestion?
A coat rack.
yeah, a suggestion.
Wait,
I feel like
you
it.
got it.
Mom got it from off the floor.
Off of what floor?
Off the ground outside.
Okay.
I know, right?
But he just looks at you and he's like, I'm sorry.
What did they roll? Or what did they get?
Like as they sort of like motion their head towards you, they turn a little bit. You actually see pointed ears.
Any other time, that's the first one to go.
Damn. Were all of my ideas charmed effects? Yes. So I'm gonna do a different idea. And I cast knock on the door.
Does that just fully unlock it?
Yep. And I rip the door open.
And that's also
Cast
like,
knock, rip the door open.
and it's also like a really loud sound, right?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, what is he getting into?
All right, so you see, I will say, out of the corner of your eye, you see Cullis just staring at you.
Mama, can I turn this up a little bit so I can show Dad?
I'm glad that, our highly meticulated plan of meat and drunks.
Completely fell apart.
Yeah. He's
You,
just like, I can do this. Oh, saunters in.
Here's the thing.
hey
fails.
Mike, what's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah,
13.
13.
Wait. Do I have a thing? I think I have a thing. Cutting words. Oh yeah, cool, I have cutting words.
Look,
What?
So yeah.
Ah.
Wait, do I have to... Is this a cutting word? Bardic Inspiration die. Subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll, you can choose this feature. Okay.
be up at 3.
Elijah, come on.
Yeah. What did it roll?
You're beautiful.
15.
15? 1 second. Let me roll a d10 to see how much I get to subtract from that. That's a 9. Yeah, that doesn't hit my AC.
Okay, well, you hear a shot go off, and you feel,
Good.
you feel a bullet sort of like graze the, like one, it grazes and just like bounces off of you. But you see the woman behind, the woman on the other side, is holding a shotgun. Not a shotgun, a pistol.
Yeah, I just say, get out of the car before I blow it up with both of you inside. Can I roll intimidation?
Go ahead. Actually, your mouth doesn't move.
Yeah, that is
You
correct.
can roll intimidation for one of them.
I don't understand how my mouth not moving is relevant for that situation.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
I'd also like to say one more thing. I am prepping Shatter.
You're prepping.
Yes, I know I'm a Warforged. I know what that would do to me.
Yeah.
17.
You would
There we
crumble like a paper towel.
That's a 22.
So, the guy on your side climbs out. The elven woman keeps her gun leveled on you. And you see the guy trying to sort of motion for her attention, but her eyes are like trained on you.
Do I just cast Shatter now? Do I blow up the lady?
I don't have anything I can do for you, because, I don't think I have line of sight on the woman.
Sorry. Fucking dumbass cat.
I imagine I'm on the driver's side of the car.
Do I just keep casting spells until something works?
Even the cat trying to take
I could do that.
Would you like to roll insight to know why your mouth moving has an effect on whether or not you can intimidate this woman?
Sure. I got a plus
She
11 to
deaf.
insight. I'll definitely do that. 18. Oh shit, is she just deaf? Also, it's a 29.
She's deaf.
Interesting.
Wait. Do I do the thing? Can I do the thing? Fuck, I can't do the thing.
How
Oh wait,
far
I
away?
can't. Wait, I just cast message. Get out of the car before I blow it up with you inside.
Roll another intimidate.
So, 19 to intimidation. Damn it,
She just passes with a dirty 20.
Wait, is there
Alright.
Oh,
a
And you see with one hand, do you want to? I'm not actually. She can message back. She just messages back. You don't scare me.
Okay.
oh wait a second. Wait a fucking second. Can cutting words ability check or damage roll? hey.
You literally
Do I?
can't. Meets it,
I
beats
know I
it. You
shouldn't.
can't. Even if you roll a 1.
No. If I roll, here's the thing. If I did cutting words on them, if I did that, I could at most subtract 10 from that dirty 20. I can remove their thing. All I would need is to roll a 1 and I would
Yeah,
beat
which is why
that,
it's
but
just
I
like,
feel like I shouldn't be doing that.
are you gonna cast
Should
cutting
I?
words?
Yeah, I just say, are you sure? Like, obviously, at this point, about to cast Shatter. That was a 6! Yeah!
She looks down at your hand, and you see her hand, like one hand, like her hand, like her gun stays leveled on you, but one hand goes behind her and opens the door, and she slowly steps out.
I'm gonna have Ox go on the side of the truck where she's getting out, but not say a word. He's just standing there in the way of the door fully opening.
Give me a stealth check. If she to see if she actually no, she wouldn't have noticed you because she is deaf. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Stealth check with advantage? Gotcha.
Yeah, just to see if she like noticed your reflection approaching.
That would be a 13.
Alright, let me give her a perception roll. She actually has pretty good stats. Her husband's stats are a little, but oh, that's a 2 on the dice. She did not see you. So she like backs up, she like hits you, she like jumps, gun immediately pointed like at you as she's backing away.
Quick thing. Are both of them elves or just
They're
one?
both elves. I don't know how I did that, but they're both elves. These were randomly generated NPCs because I lost their stat blocks. I had stat blocks, and now I do not.
were they elves beforehand?
No, they were
Originally?
originally, I think it was a human and a tiefling.
Oh, okay. So they're both out the car now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I just get in the car and drive away?
I mean, like, we need to check the back first.
That's a good point. I
swoop down and go to the back and start opening it.
Before you start searching, Ox, as a precaution, is going to grab both of the elves so they can't like run off and basically like rat on us.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics, aha! That's a 19 on the die with a plus 12. So
31.
I will say, give me. Okay, so you grab the girl. Give me one with disadvantage because the guy was very scared. He probably already started running. So it's gonna
I
You said with
wait.
disadvantage?
actually, unless Mike, do you want to give one just to see if you grabbed the guy because he was on your side?
Honestly, I'm just gonna do the thing that I thought of doing, which is I just dimension door with him into the back of the truck.
Don't, that's a bad idea. I want to open the door. That's a bad
I don't
idea
know.
going to an unknown scenario where it could just be a bunch of armed guards.
I
I'm
could
gonna
just
say
what?
my first thought was I thought you were gonna telefrag this man.
Kind of what?
What?
Have you never heard of telefragging?
I have not. No.
So that refers to when you teleport into an object and you don't
Oh.
teleport fully into an empty space, so you're cut in half. You are telefragged.
I hate that.
Oh, I can just teleport him into the side of the thing and give him 4d6 force damage.
This is a normal guy, you
It
know?
dimension doors you teleport yourself.
Yeah,
You can take
I can
someone with you,
bring.
though.
Yeah,
Isn't it willing though?
Yes.
that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
What would you do for an unwilling creature?
I mean,
Could I
I can
do
gust
roll?
of wind them and make it so that they can run away slower.
Yeah,
Is that what we want to do? And then y'all can just catch up to them.
sure.
Okay, I used gust of wind. And you know they have to succeed a strength save of 15. Uh, to or be pushed 15 feet back, and if they're running against it, they use half a foot. I mean, they use 2 feet for every foot of movement. So, do they get pushed 15 feet back into the arms of our giant warforged?
One of our two giant warforges.
I'm gonna say Ox has the girl pretty tied up. You just sort of like grab her. She's an elf. She's like a pretty thin, slender woman. She's very like stereotypical elf build. The guy, same thing, a little bit shorter than the woman actually. He goes to run, gets blown back into the arms of Mike.
Cool.
I will say the girl is thrashing. She's making some demonic sounds. These are the sounds of someone who cannot hear themselves.
Oh damn.
I get an eye view of her, and I do the thing where I turn my hand into a gun while I'm currently holding the guy. Kind of.
Give me an intimidation.
Fuck, that's a nat one.
She spits on your feet.
Would I be able to give him the help action even though this just actually occurred? Even if it's just against the woman? An intimidation check?
Go ahead. I would say this guy is
Oh.
terrified. The man is terrified. No check needed.
That's a 24.
No, you give the help action. He rolls again.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Alright.
Gabe, you may roll again. Thank you. It's been a while since I've actually needed to use the help action, so I've
Yeah.
thank you for the clarification.
Yeah. The help action gives advantage. There are some instances where in order to give a help action, you would also need to make a check. But in this instance, you just give the help action, he gets advantage.
That was a 13.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for that.
Not the most intimidating thing.
She has relatively good wisdom.
Well, while they're trying to intimidate them, I would like to go to the back and open the doors.
That would
Cool.
probably be a good idea, actually.
Cool. She beat your wisdom. She still spits at your feet. Again, making unholy sounds. But Zap, you go, you open the door. It's a bunch of boxes.
Cool. I cast detect magic. I can sense a presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic in this way, I see a faint aura around it, and I learn what school of magic it is, if any.
You feel a sort of pulsating magic at the very back behind all the boxes.
I investigate. Also, the meese are gone because
Mr. Gone.
that was a concentration spell.
Um,
They've been gone since Gust of Wind.
Ox, give me another athletics check.
5 plus 12, that's a 17.
Okay.
Having a plus 12 to the stat is fucking ridiculous.
Expertise.
Hey, Ro, remember when you had a plus 19 to that?
Ugh, don't remind me.
You missed Xana on stats alone.
Yes, Jesus Christ. Listen, she didn't have proficiency in a lot, but if she was good at one thing, it was hitting stuff.
I made
love
a
Asper.
bard.
But yeah, so
I made a bard rogue, and they had more expertise, and they got expertise faster than they could get proficiencies, which was real funny.
it's too many. But yeah, so the elven woman is still thrashing around. She's like kicking at your knees.
Yeah, I love Aster. He doesn't have the highest bonuses to stuff, but like he has 60 feet of movement, which I like to see that number be big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have a passive perception of 48.
I'm sorry? Oh yeah, because Jesus
Aster,
Christ.
the Ravens campaign. Off topic. Okay.
Okay. But so
Wait.
you
48.
Zach, you're pushing through. You have to like take it's gonna take you a while. You have to like take boxes out in order to get back there. They're stacked
Can I
in there pretty
fly?
tightly.
Help. Oh, okay. So I can't just like fly over the boxes or anything.
You know, they're like it's because they're like packed in. You don't have room to move.
Well, I'm a small person, so like I don't have to take out as much.
You don't have to take out as much. You're like climbing through. You get to the very back, at the very bottom. Again, work. And you find this one box that the aura is coming from. There's like a small aura that surrounds it.
Can I know what
It
school
is
of aura it is before I open it?
Actually, let me check to make sure I'm getting my schools right. I genuinely don't know which school this would be. I'm
Are you
gonna.
on like D&D Beyond, or were you looking at
I'm just looking at Google.
from?
No, I have identify.
God dang it! I should look at your. I have your spell list. I have all
I
of your
sent
spell list.
you everything I have.
I-
You know the fact.
Here's the thing.
I literally.
Here's the thing. I have everybody's stuff. I could have looked at this. I did not. I looked at your stats and I looked at your inventory.
While you are figuring out what this thing is, I'm just gonna quickly run over what I could have done, what my idea was. And it was literally, firstly, cast invisibility on myself. Secondly, shatter on the front of the truck, blowing it up, knock on the door, pull them out. I can't, suggestion or modify memory them anymore, but
You can't?
whatever. It's a charm effect.
Because they're charmed.
I forgot modified memory is a charm effect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
that's why I
in
didn't-
car, close doors, lock doors, and then cast mending on the truck to undo the damage I did with the shatter. And if, it takes too long with the amount of times I would probably have to do mending, just cast. I can use shatter to attack the outside. And then just drive away. Like, I'd be good.
But yeah, so I don't think that this fits into a magic school, so you're not going to be able to get a school off of it.
Okay.
But the second you open the box, the aura starts getting a little bit stronger, and there's like packaging around. Like you see that this box is pretty much just packaging. Like most of these boxes, you think, clothes, jewelry. It's mainly going to be filled with the actual thing. This is mostly packaging. Actually, the packaging itself. Actually, no. Never mind. Keep digging.
I keep digging. Yeah.
Give me a reason to cast.
I open.
You're
not back here with me.
The more packaging
I'm
you
not.
take out, the stronger and stronger the aura gets. Until it's glowing. And you pull out a single bracelet.
Can I history this bracelet?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check.
18 plus 7, 25. My favorite number.
You remember seeing a bracelet. This has some sigils sort of carved into it. But at first, they don't look like sigils. They look like these just sort of cute charms. They look like very cute, cutesy designs. They're sort of written in a way where it's if you really look at it, you can tell that they're sigils. But at first, they just sort of look like doodles or just sort of engravings to just give it texture. And you remember seeing the same sort of engravings on on the bracelets of Cherry Hill.
The what of Cherry Hill? Claire, could you read that?
Their own bracelet.
Cherry wears a lot of bracelets, and there are a few that you remember seeing these same sigils on.
Can I Arcana to see if I know what the sigils mean?
You can give me Arcana. You can give me an Arcana. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Jesus effing Christ. Hold up. Let me share this real quick. I didn't do anything.
There's no way. You got a nat 20, didn't you?
Yes, I started sharing my screen.
These bracelets you recognize from a few cases, actually, because there were a few that you do a lot of jobs. You do a lot of jobs specifically around cheating, lying partners. And there's this one job that you did for a Fae couple, and the wife had a bracelet that was similar to this. like the aura, like the magic wasn't nearly as strong. But you find out later that that bracelet is something that allows her to lie.
Oh.
Fae have a thing where if a lie passes their lips, their magic will be fully stripped from them. But there
Yeah.
are a few
I know that.
charms, a few sigils that, you know, if worn, they can tell. Like the weaker, no, there are some where it's just like there are weaker ones where they can tell like little white lies without any consequences. This one, you think
I
they could, with something this powerful, it could probably even override the blessings on courthouses.
Oh
Bastards.
snap.
Besides
You
weapons.
said that Cherry's wearing multiple of
Cherry
these,
wears a
right?
lot of bracelets. She's one of those girls who like bracelets up the arms. Not you didn't see these engravings on all of them, but she's
Okay.
loud when she walks.
I make mental note of the sigils and then put it back. Like I have like a notepad that I like write them down and stuff. Um, and I put it back in, neatly covering everything back up. Um, so what
If
necessarily is the magic of sigils? Is it just the shape, or do I have to imbue magic into it as well?
you also have to
Like
imbue
if I
magic.
were
The shape helps carry it, but there is a level of having to imbue the magic into it.
okay.
Uh, I will also with with a nat 20 arcana, you also know that once the lie is told and the bracelet is used, it disappears.
Okay. Did any of Cherry's bracelets ever disappear during our conversation?
Not that you remember.
Darn. Okay. I'm gonna be keeping track of that now. Um, cool. Make note of that in my little notebook, handy dandy notebook. Put it all back neatly.
And you would also
And
know
then
that these bracelets, while not extremely like mainstream marketing, they are like commercially sold.
oh, they are okay.
Yeah. They're not like black market things. They're just like, just in case. It's sort of like think of just like so you can lie to your kids about like whether or not something's real or like where you're. It's sort of just like this is something that allows
I
Faye
know what
to
they are because I
lie.
have elf children.
Yeah, it's
I
like
have
Let's
elf
elves.
children.
Elves
They've
can
tried to lie
lie.
to me before.
Elves can
Oh, they
lie.
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's specifically Fae, not Fae creatures like satyrs. It's specifically like
Okay.
Fae.
yeah.
Okay.
It's to help
Great
them
pay.
like be able to tell their kids that Santa Claus is real.
Yeah.
Why do you say
Or
it
things like
not?
Santa Claus is real.
Yeah.
I don't know, Santa Claus might be real in this world. Who
Yeah.
knows?
It's to be able to dodge the question when they ask where babies come from.
I tell my children that building down the street.
But yeah, it's so that you can say when your kids ask where babies come from, you can tell them stories instead of having.
You tell them about the snork or stork, not snork.
Yeah.
Orc's the different thing.
Yeah, snorks are underwater.
Underwater
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Yeah.
I have my first sticker on my computer.
Yay.
Yay! What is
The
it?
first is I went to the Japanese festival today.
Okay.
I have a T-shirt of this, and I have another sticker of it that I put on clipboard that I have that I usually draw with. But yeah. Look
And
at
does the entire
him.
bracelet disappear, or do just the sigils disappear?
The entire bracelet goes.
Look at
Okay.
him.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a
Welcome
I have a
back,
T-shirt of
Viz.
him,
Welcome
and then
back,
I also have a
Viz.
new T-shirt of him where he's having a snack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, welcome back, because
The two Warforges
he's
are
having ramen.
holding the two elves, and the pigeon is all the way in the truck.
Back of the truck. Or front, back of the truck.
That I left before it even began. I think the
Yeah.
So
last
much
thing I
went
remember
wrong
was the
so
Mies.
quickly.
It went so far downhill.
Uh,
It was going well until
A chain of intimidations and failures and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Ox, give
Led to
me
what we were
another.
doing.
Speaking of which, Ox, give me another athletics check.
That's 24. Did y'all hear me?
And
Make sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
24.
and with a nat 20, the elven woman
Damn.
finally, she she pushes her arms up and forces her way out of your arms. You can see scratches down her arms from where, or like bruises from where she was being held. And
What
she
is
just
Celeste
immediately
doing?
takes off running.
What is Celeste doing?
Calliste,
Or Celeste, I'm sorry.
yeah, she's with you guys. And you see Calliste actually immediately takes off after her.
List, wait up. And
Uh,
Ox is going to cast Kinetic Jaunt, which boosts his movement speed up to 50, and he's going to crash into the woman at full speed, grabbing her.
Give
Oh my
me
God.
give me an acrobatics.
Where is my modifier? I gotta go back over. You said acrobatics?
Yeah.
That is a 12.
She dodges. She fully I'm in shock right now. She fully just sort of, you come at her, you go barreling past her as she just fully sidesteps you and continues running.
Damn.
You see, she takes off down one of the side streets.
Does this only affect me? It does only affect me, okay. Trying to think what to do.
Calliste is also running after her. You see that she gets pretty close to grabbing her before she also ducks out of her, dodges out of her reach as Calliste lunges to try and grab her. She also ducks out of her reach, and Calliste goes skidding across the asphalt.
As I'm leaving the back of the truck, can I see this all happening?
You're in the truck.
I said as I'm leaving the back of the truck, because I said I was putting the thing back and that stuff for the past.
I'm gonna say it takes you a little bit. She's already taking off down the side street.
Okay. What is the walking speed of? Okay, so is she fast? How fast is she seemingly to be
She's
out? Is she outpacing?
It's not
Um,
necessarily that she's outpacing people. She's just like
She's
when they
just out
catch up,
slipping?
she's slippery.
Okay. Um, do you have line of sight on her? Like where? Let me check the map. Cause like, which is she going?
Aren't you still in the back of the truck?
I said I was leaving the back of the truck
Yeah. As
as I
he's
see her go down an alley. So I'm
it's
just
not an
trying to figure out
alley,
which
it's
alley
just like a it's not an alley, it's just like the
offshoot
side.
road.
Yeah.
What kind of truck is it?
I pictured it as an 18-wheeler.
Yeah. So I would say she's hold on,
Okay.
let me actually mark up this
Go
map
for
that we
reverse jam. That's some good skill.
Because
say.
if they were trying to turn the front of the truck down this three wide one, then one of the ends has to be near these offshoot
They weren't
roads.
successfully turning. You kind of stopped that.
Yeah, but like if they
Still.
would have had the ability to do that, like if they
I
were
think they were more
attempting
trying to
it
go.
before
I
we
think they were
stopped
more
them.
trying to go around,
Yeah,
weren't
they
they?
were trying to go around Callis. They weren't really trying to.
Turn
Oh,
like
I
down a
thought.
road.
Well, you said that they were trying to turn around
They were trying to
and like
turn
Okay.
around her.
They were back. They were backing up to turn around, like turn around her, because they couldn't like just independently turn because how close she would be at the front
okay.
of the truck.
Quick question. One thing. What kind of lock did the whatchamacallit?
The door have.
No. Yeah. What kind of lock did the door have? Was it an outside lock, inside lock? What?
Outside lock.
Outside? Okay. I throw the husband in the back of the truck and lock it. And then I turn into the husband using disguise self.
You're horrible. Hold on. I'm marking out
Yeah.
where, because we've been
How much
talking
taller
for
are
a while.
you than the husband?
Yeah, you're 8 foot. You can using disguise self. Okay, what
You can only adjust your
what's that
size by
say?
one, right?
I can go down to 7 foot. That's a good point.
Like disguise self is more like hiding yourself, while alter self is more turning into someone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
also
Uh,
I'm gonna say this is the reference for like what's the situation or where you guys are at right now.
anyway, it's still pretty good to
Okay.
have the husband locked up in the trunk so we don't have to worry about him. So, still doing that part.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, like, I have
I-
locate
Oh,
object, but I don't know any objects she have.
so wait, we cannot see her.
No.
She's like
So we can't shoot her.
she's like disappearing behind one of the buildings, but if there's something you guys want to do now, you have line of sight, but if you wait, she's going to disappear behind a building. Ox, I'm going to say
Oh, I will
since you
literally
tried to
dimension door two. I will literally just dimension door two in front of her.
you don't have line of sight to in front of her, but you can dimension door right behind her. Ox, I will say you have line of sight on her because you were chasing after her. And you did that thing where you
Well,
barreled past her.
does dimension door require line of sight? I thought it was just like you describe a location within
Wait.
500
You
feet.
teleport yourself from your current location to other spot within range. You arrive at the exact spot desired. It can be placed, but it can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight forward, well,
I
straight
believe
down, or
I believe you have a max range of 500 feet on that.
Yes, 500 feet.
yeah.
Well,
So
how far
Ox,
away?
once again, because he can still move fast as fuck.
Fast as
Because
fuck, boy.
let me check how long kinetic jaunt lasts. It lasts a minute, but so
Oh,
what we
well,
said.
I would say it's been under a minute.
It's been under a minute.
He's gonna try to jolt her again.
All right. First, Mike, give me that. Give me an act. So you dimension door right in front of her. Give me an athletics if you're trying to grab her.
I have good athletics or acrobatics. And I rolled a 5. That's a 9.
All right. So she like ducks under your arm.
This chick is slippery.
I mean, I just rolled poorly.
Like, it's not just you, dude. Like, everyone, she's, like, managed to dodge.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Actually, can I be an asshole?
What are you trying to do?
Do it.
Shoot her ankles.
I don't have a gun, so I can't do that. I was gonna say,
have a
could I
gun.
do it? First I'm gonna have Ox do it, like, dash towards her again and try to grab her before I try this, actually.
Okay, what are you trying? Okay, so you dash towards her. You have kinetic jaunt. You catch up.
Do you want me to do another roll to try and grab her again?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to try what I'm going to do if I can successfully grab her this time, is
Okay.
pretty much what I was saying. That is... What was it? Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics. Because
10.
this is sort of like
Flat
a
10.
just flat 10.
Yeah.
She dodges you again. Jesus Christ, this woman rolls well.
Okay. And now... Ox is pissed. He is frustrated. You're not gonna like what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say that right now.
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna preface this with I'm gonna do this non-lethal. Ox is gonna trigger Strike of the Giant Stone Giant and try to punch her.
Okay, here's the thing. This is a normal person, for the most part. She's really slippery because she's been rolling high. This is a mostly normal person. Describe to me how you want to
Fair
do
enough.
that non-lethally.
He's gonna... Oh yeah, you got a point there, actually. True, because Strike of the Giants is gonna be literally punching and sending someone 10 feet into a wall. So, no, we're not doing that, actually. You know what? Scratch all that the attack stuff, but he's still pissed. He's gonna try and cast a message to her
Alright.
and just yell. He's gonna try to, like... How can I sum up, essentially making the sound of radio feedback into her
I
she
am
can't...
not going to allow you to do that. I don't think...
Really?
I'm not going to allow you to do that, because there are spells that do that, and I'm not going to
True.
let a cantrip do that.
That's fair. Okay, so I will just say, like, just stop already is what I'll have it do.
You're trying to kill me.
No, we didn't try to kill her.
You threatened to cast Shatter with her in the truck.
And you did.
She
You
doesn't know
did
that.
threaten. You did also kind of threaten with a gun to the head, like a gun to her husband too.
Fair point. I can always cast Bishop. Oh shit! Wait a
She
second.
can't hear, so vicious mockery will do literally nothing.
Is she
I
within like
yeah.
120 feet? Theoretically.
From you? Have you been running?
I have no idea. I don't know where I'm at. Because
You're
you
next
didn't
to
tell
the
me,
truck.
you just
You're next to, you haven't said anything about where you're
Oh,
going.
this poor lady.
You're next
Because
to the
you never
truck right
told me
now.
I was near the truck. You didn't tell me I was near the truck. I thought I was just following along. Y'all were mid-chase when I came
Are the
back.
keys still in the truck?
We were not mid-chase. We started the chase after you already got back when she slipped out of the arms of Ox.
I just realized something. I can only attack this lady with high level stuff.
Mid-chase when I came back.
I can only hurt this lady a lot.
Alright, I'll say you're
Well,
you're
because
within
this is-
120 feet. What do you want to do, Fizz?
Well, I could cast Hypnotic Pattern. It does not say I need to see where
Is it a charming effect?
Is it a charmed effect?
it is. Is she immune to that?
She's
There.
an elf.
an elf.
Yeah.
I'll
Never
say
mind,
you would know that she's an elf. You can see the ears.
then. That's the only thing I'd be able to do.
All our stuff is kind of like completely. It's either she's dodging perfectly, or all of our shit is just antithetical to what we're trying to do.
Are the keys still in the truck?
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, I start driving the truck.
Just steal the fucking truck, yeah.
Callis
I gotta get this.
says,
Well,
Callis goes, we have the truck, but we need the woman.
Well, I can only do one thing right now, okay? And I'm gonna be watching the truck. Why don't you chase the woman?
Actually, wait, no,
I can
Callis
fly
is
over
chasing.
buildings.
Hold on, wait, Callis is chasing
Yeah,
the woman. Hold
Callis
on,
is
let me
here.
do. Callis was chasing the woman. I'm gonna do another check for her.
because Callis was chasing, chased first, then
Well, that's a 4 on the
went
dice,
alongside me.
so yeah, no, she.
Everyone's rolling like shit against this woman.
She's gotten further up the street.
Yeah.
And I'd like to
She's
know
slippery, bitch.
she has a normal walking speed. She's sprinting. She is sprinting at a normal pace. She's just slippery.
A slippery woman.
Okay, so is she
That
still
adrenaline
is
hit's
that road
different.
still going? Is that road still going down?
What do you mean?
Basically, like, does she ever turn off that road that she's on?
No,
Or is
she's
it
just
still like
she's
straight?
booking it straight ahead. She's
Okay. So I pull up the truck, lined up with the road. She's. And would you say that she's made it 120 feet down the road already?
hold on. Let me look at where I have her on the map. Yeah, I'd say she's getting pretty close to the end with how many times she's dodged, y'all.
Okay. Like I was just gonna firebolt her, but she's out of 100.
I'll say
20 feet. I mean, like I
I'll
could
say
use 30
she's
feet.
within
And
120 feet.
I get 30 feet movement and like then shoot her with firebolt. I'm going at an angle because I'm flying up some, so I don't hit anyone while I'm going up.
All right, go ahead, do that.
Does a 9 plus 7, 16 hit?
Yeah,
Okay.
a
I'm
16
aiming for her
hits this
feet.
normal. A
Like, I'm
16
aiming for
hits
her
this
legs.
normal. A 16 hits this normal woman. Yes.
Yes.
Now tell me how much fire damage you do to this normal woman.
Just 4. Just 4 fire damage.
You burn like the back of her pant like fully sets up, like it doesn't like continue burning, but like the back of her pant like fully burns off. And like you hear her scream as she like stumbles a bit, but she does like keep running. Adrenaline hits different.
Oh. Does she stumble at all? Like, lose her footing and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will allow
Someone
the next
catch
thing
her.
to have advantage. Only the direct next thing that happens, though, because after that, it's just like shock and adrenaline.
Who's up next after Pidge?
Like,
We
never
are not in
did
initiative order.
You got a point there. Anyways, if that's the case, Ox is gonna try to brush this woman again.
All right, give me the check. Actually, this is opposed.
You said
It's
roll
more
that.
roll acrobatics.
Do you want me to roll it with advantage, considering what you just said?
Yeah, roll with advantage.
That's 9 on the first roll. 15 on the second roll.
You're not gonna like what I have to say.
Hey,
Are
hey,
you
hey,
kidding
hey!
me?
One thing. What is there? What is the number?
Oh, you can, friggin' cutting words.
Vicious mockery.
It's a 23.
Not vicious. 23. And what did you roll?
I rolled a 14 with a 15. Rolled a 14 with a +1, so it's 15. What are you trying to cast? Like silvery barbs or
Cutting
something?
words. Cutting words.
Cutting words. Here's the thing. Do they need to be able to hear you for cutting words to work?
Fuck.
Oh no. Can you message cutting words?
Can I?
Because that's layering spells.
Cutting words is not a spell. It's a usage of bardic inspiration. which
Oh, magic.
has silk, basically the
It'd
same.
be a
effect.
spell
Still a
plus.
magical effect.
Oh, let's see.
Or you could just bardic inspiration and
That is a bonus
give him a-
action. Cutting words is a reaction.
We're not in initiative order. I'd let it happen.
yeah.
Okay, even if she could hear you, she would be immune to cutting words anyways.
Is it a charm effect?
Is it
Yes,
a charm effect?
Oh,
the
then
end,
there's
the
things.
the
Then there
last
are
sentence
things
of
that have not happened.
the last sentence of cutting words is the creature is immune if they can't hear you, and the creature is immune if they are immune if it's immune to being charmed.
She's a deaf elf!
Of course, it's a
This
fucking last
deaf
sentence.
elf is literally like just decommissioned like half of our
I
I
party.
the
promise
thing.
you. I promise you.
There is only one thing I can do with this death elf, and it's literally kill it.
I really want, if I were to ever DM, I really want to, like, if I go against a group of bards, I just want to make a character that's, like, a villain that's specifically deaf, so half of their shit doesn't work.
I didn't mean.
Fuck it.
I
I
didn't
can't
mean.
do anything else. I cast Shatter on the bitch. I cast Shatter. I'm casting
Wait,
at a 5th
Anthony's
level.
right there.
I'm just going to kill her.
Anthony's right
Oh,
there.
I'm right next to her.
That's a fair point. I shoot
And he's
her.
a
I'm just
construct.
gonna shoot her. I'm just gonna shoot her. I'm just gonna shoot her.
Alright.
Well, you're done.
Roll.
That is a
On it.
dirty 20.
A dirty 20 hits this normal woman.
The thing is,
It's
I
a
don't even know if she
13
works
damage.
for a mob or anything. I think this is just a normal couple.
Whatever. I can cure wounds her. let's just fucking here. Wait, can we say I shoot her in the leg?
I
just
am
blow her
going to
kneecap
say
I got a dirty 20.
you shoot her like in like the back of the shoulder. She again stumbles. I will let the next again hyped up on adrenaline. She thinks she's running for her life. Shock and adrenaline is powering this woman. Honestly, I will let the next thing anybody does on. I will let the next check on her have advantage.
Can I wait before anything? Can I true strike to see? Could I insight to see like how much health?
Yeah.
Are we gonna kill her before we do anything else?
Oh, God.
That's a 16. I have cure wounds.
So that was 4
That
damage.
doesn't help if she's dead.
Plus, what was the how much
That
damage
doesn't help
did
if
you
she's
do?
dead.
How much damage did you do?
I-
18?
13.
13? So it's 17. She has 7 points of. She has 7 hit points left.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Actually, no,
I didn't-
you didn't.
After I did firebolt,
Yeah, you didn't just shoot her
After I
in the
did-
shoulder. You shot her like pretty like. It's like between her shoulder and like her. Like you shot her like in the shoulder blade. She's not doing
okay.
well.
Well, I would like to gust of wind her backwards.
That's a
into-
save, right?
Save of 15. Strength save.
Strength save. Okay, her strength isn't horrible.
Oh my god.
I found one
I'm
of these
trying not to
things.
shoot you.
That is a nat. I will send you guys a screenshot.
I will shoot this lady. I am so close to just shooting this lady.
What'd you say, Fizz?
I'm so annoyed.
I'm sure we really dislike this woman, and Raymond doesn't like her either. So,
Do we need this?
anything?
We don't need this lady, right? We don't need her, right?
Well, you said the
that
next
correct?
thing
Wait,
we do
wait,
has
wait.
advantage. Does that give her disadvantage?
That's a good point.
Because my thing couldn't technically be done with advantage. So would it impose disadvantage on her?
Sure.
I'm trying to save you, woman. Just
Oh my god. What the fuck?
this is the most,
I feel
this is the
so
most
bad.
insane
I'm
encounter ever.
Don't let her go.
like, here's the thing. It's not her fault. I'm just annoyed.
What's your save again?
So very well.
What's your save again?
15.
You wanna know what she got?
15,
Did she just
16?
She got a 16.
Are
Oh
you
my
fucking
God.
kidding me?
She rolled a 15 on the dice, and she has a +1.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I would like to note she's gaining like this is a
Well,
relatively
actually,
isolated part of
now
town.
her distance. Now she's halved. Now her speed is halved. As
With the
well.
save.
No, the save pushes her back 15 feet. Now, just
No matter what,
casually,
Jesus have.
she has halved movement speed.
Is this an area of effect or is this just permanent?
It's until it ends.
What's the duration?
1 minute.
Ooh. You said it's gust?
Gust of wind. A strong 60-foot long and 10-foot wide. Oh wait, blast from a direction I choose. From me. Oh, it centers on me? I thought I could blow it towards me. Like if I'm the basis and I can cast it 60 feet out and
Oh
towards
yeah,
me.
you have to cast it on you.
Oh.
You would have to get in front of her for this to work, and then when she got past you, then it would no longer
Oh.
have effect.
So does that mean our next thing that we do, since that one wasn't technically supposed to happen, has advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, I still can't do anything, guys. So what are you guys gonna do with advantage?
I'm gonna try to grab her again, cause goddamn.
What is her
I'm
dexterity?
going to help you.
She
Can I give the help
proficiency.
action along with his
She has
advantage?
She has proficiency in acrobatics. She has a +4.
Oh, real. Gabe had a question.
What was the question?
Can I give him the help action along with his advantage?
Advantage doesn't stack.
Well, you can give him Bardic as well as advantage.
Oh
my
You don't
god.
have to cutting words Bardic.
Yeah. You got this, man. I want to shoot her. This is getting annoying.
Mike.
I'm sorry, but like
She's countering us. She was created specifically to counter us.
the only thing I can do to this woman is
Okay.
shoot her
I need to change fucking dice.
or
I've
blow
rolled
her up.
4 9s just like while rolling this shit on my table. Hold up a second. This is with advantage, right?
Yep.
Do you know what the first roll was with a different d20?
Did you get a nat
Was
20?
it a 9?
No, I got another 9.
Alright,
I think
roll.
you need a new table.
Oh, no, I haven't rolled the advantage roll yet. Hold up.
Roll your next one.
Finally, a dirty 20.
Roll the
Dirty
advantage.
20. So your
Okay.
arms lock around her. Finally. She is honestly, she's like right before she gets onto a street that's residential, filled with houses. Theoretically filled with those sleeping, filled with people. You grab her. I'm assuming you clamp a hand over her mouth. And you pull her back.
I can just, you know what? I can just cast silence to make it. I don't care to do that. I shot this lady. I'm gonna also now cure. I'm gonna cure wounds her to help out a little bit.
Hold on. You clamp your arms around this woman. She starts to scream in pain.
Oh shit.
You know what? Okay, she starts screaming. Fucking, I am casting silence.
She is still. You see her just like screaming, thrashing, like. Give me an athletics to stay hanging on.
Well, this one will have the Bardic if you need it.
Yeah, you still have the Bardic.
Last time.
That's a 9 plus a 12. 21 with my modifier.
Okay. she's like screaming, thrashing, like she tries to push herself out again, but you just readjust her arms and squeeze a little bit tighter, and she's again, you can't hear it, but she's screaming. You actually see like tears. Anybody who Ox, you don't see it because she's like facing away from you. But anybody like as you turn, anybody who can see her, you see like tears coming down her face.
Oh, we've terrorized this poor woman.
Yeah.
Something
Hey,
tells me she was just trying to live her life.
probably.
Silence. She can't hear you.
Hey, what's it called? Mike, help me out with
Oh
this.
yeah, I got you. So I cast message to her, and it's just, all right. I'm gonna cure wounds. I'm gonna heal you a little bit, or actually, no, I'm just gonna heal you a lot. You. Sorry for shooting you. We're just trying to. Every
Sorry?
single thing I can
You're
do
sorry
is
for
count.
shooting me.
I'm sorry, but I do have the ability to undo the shooting.
You see, she
Yeah,
like in her thrashing, she does like look at you, but she's still like it's that sort of thrashing where it's just like you're just throwing your entire body in any way you can, even if it's hurting you.
Yeah.
lady,
Where you're like
lady,
ragdolling
stop.
yourself.
Yeah, she's like fully like banging her head against Ox.
Lady, I need to put a hand on you to heal you. Alright?
Like I could stop you. You see the situation I'm in right now?
Yeah. I don't want to have to grab your wound to make you calm down, though. So,
Calm down.
okay, not calm down, but stay still.
You threatened to you threatened to blow up the truck I was in.
Yeah. Again. Well, now you don't know this, but as I'm saying now, I can heal people.
Doesn't do much if it kills me. Can you resurrect
I
people?
don't have to kill you.
Can you?
I can't resurrect people, but I can't do much more damage than I can heal for.
You see, she's
Yeah,
calmed
I
down a
can't
bit.
do
She's
much
just
more
sort of
damage.
like hanging there, like just fully limp.
So, I put my hand on her.
Why are you doing this anyway? If you're gonna kill me, just hurry up.
I don't want to kill you. I just wanted you to stop running. And literally the only thing I could do to do that is shoot you. Or blow you up. Those are my two options. You can't hear me, and you can't be charmed. I'm so sorry. I just got really annoyed. And I cast a third
Annoyed.
level Cure Wounds. That is 3d8. So that is, okay. 12d8. So that's 12 plus. That is 15. She's
Yeah.
healed for 15. Healed for 15. Putting that in there so I don't get.
You see bullet wound heals. Hey, Christian. You see the bullet wound heals, but her leg is still pretty badly burnt.
I wonder who could have done that.
What's it called?
Good.
Blanking. Ox is going to cast Healing Word as well.
She can't hear you.
It doesn't require hearing.
Oh, okay, good. I was so worried that I had Healing Word because I didn't know if I couldn't do that.
I think it's more like
It's just
carries
Cure
a sound
Wounds, so
wave.
weaker.
Okay. I was.
It is Cure Wounds for bards. Like that is essentially all it is.
Well, it's like also, it it could be done at a distance as opposed to having be up close and personal.
Yeah, I got dogs.
Yeah.
You can see
But I'm going to cast it at second level, so it's
big dogs.
2d4 plus 2.
I know you see
Do I have another d4 in this bit?
Yeah, man.
She heals for 8.
Alright, that's
Give me
more.
1 second. I'm moving to a different room so I have a better outlet.
Take your time.